order to do DLC things,
We gotta talk to
we no, we need to head towards another compartment of the ship. I
yeah,
think.
this way.
Yeah. Hold up.
Did we do? Oh, when did you get benches? How comfy! How
Yeah.
nice.
The promenade has dedicated rest area. The velvet cushions on the bench sheets look soft and comfortable. It's probably because I'm iconoclast. I
Yeah,
gave
I'd
my
imagine
people a
so. I
place to
wonder
sit.
what. I was gonna say. I wonder what dogmatic would be. Just a cog.
Oh.
And heretical would be spikes.
Uh,
What?
we have the Void Ship Shrine and the
Yes,
Astropathic
yes, yes.
Chapel.
Go to the Astropathic Chapel first. That's what I did.
Duh, is this the team we're bringing?
We move Alpha and replace him with Prometheus.
We want Prometheus.
Well,
We
yeah,
don't want
we're gonna
Alphar.
we're gonna be dealing with engines and shit. So clearly, that's Prometheus is.
Duh.
As well as I
We
don't
need to
trust
level
Alpha in tight spaces.
up.
Now, I will say, there is a puzzle here.
Yeah.
Yes. I think that's the entire area. It's just a puzzle. But go ahead and let me have the Yes, thank you.
There's a logic thing here immediately.
Oh my god, I have so much bullshit. So many.
I shall wait for you to finish your leveling thing first.
Yes, please and thank you.
The mysterious sliver. If you all wanted me to, I could pull back my warps or some of my warp stuff and focus on stuff that raises my skills. Would you all prefer me to do that?
Maybe. I don't know. We'll see how this harder difficulty works.
Because if that's the case,
Oh, where are we? Is this the Astropathic Chapel?
it is.
Yeah, sounds about right.
Wait, where's the iconoclast thing that I had? Yeah. Yeah, if you all wanted me to, I could pull back on some of my abilities that that are uh warp focused, and I could change to the stuff that gives me skills and re-rolls on failed tests.
Maybe. I don't know. What is devastating attack? That doesn't work with range, does it?
I don't know.
It doesn't specify. It says next attack, but I've noticed it focuses on melee a little bit. I mean, it's either that or kick.
Let's see. Is there... There is anything better here. I guess I can hide non-wearables. This based off of versatility stacks, I see. particularly. If I put on the Tome of Excess, I would pretty much die to any warp attack. Look, it grants 10 to lower warp, but the wielder suffers lower warp divided by 3% more damage. For me right now, that's 55%. I would just die. I'd keel over.
I'm looking at
Okay,
things.
let's logic test this.
That's how it's done.
Yeah,
A logic test.
Okay.
Surely you have this under control.
already had it. Pretty sure I did at least. Yep. This whole thing's a puzzle, you said?
After
The speaking
you
cannot be
talk
saved
to
from the
people.
13th storm. The lapsed father, beloved son, will open his yawning maw. What?
After
Who's
you talk
saying
to that,
this?
that would be. Oh, I can't turn the camera, but there's someone in the chair there.
Oblivion is inevitable. After the boundless sunset comes the horrific sunrise, brought forth into a wailing world from the womb of. Ugh!
Yeah, these are like
I don't know what
astropath
happened to him,
bullshits.
but. Huh?
This is all like astropath stuff in this area.
Duh.
I think you'll like how the astropath instrument over at the area.
There's a very specific thing where if you're a telepath and you're a psyker that's very powerful, you might be able to pull a really funny dialogue option. That
I
might
don't think
circumvent
I
like
am.
a large.
Fine, you don't have to worry about looking for anything until after you initiate it.
Gotcha.
But I think you'll like this room a lot. Because
Oh,
of the
yes.
Yeah!
Yes, I like this a lot. Hello, Zachary. Play your choir.
This was you.
What was the voice I gave him? I don't
Cain.
even remember.
Like-
oh, this was
like
this was my
Darktide
Cain
Cain,
voice.
yeah.
This was my Darktide
Yeah.
Cain voice. Okay. Choirmaster Zachary Weiss, a tall old man in a long green robe, stands motionless in front of a cogitator. Closer you approach, the clearer you can hear his continuous, unintelligible whisper. You're about to call his name when he falls silent, where he falls silent sharply and turns towards you first. Lord Captain, a visit from the Rogue Traitor is an honor for us. Like other astropaths at the chapel, the choirmaster's eyes are bandaged over with time-worn scrolls of sacred manuscripts. Nevertheless, you cannot shake the feeling that his otherworldly, glowing gaze is studying you keenly. How can I be of use, your lordship? Sanctioning is a brutal procedure, one which robs every astropath, one which robs every astropath of the gift of sight. But in return,
Damn.
they gain a new kind of vision that allows them to see what ordinary people cannot.
So instead of I like the funny difference. So navigators gain sight. These guys lose sight, but can see.
Yes. Tell me about the astropathic choir. Of course, Lord Captain. Is there something specific you would like to know? What is this place? To us astropaths, this place is our cradle, our grave, Lord Captain. You are at the conflux of every secret missive, every order of prime importance. I read that wrong. every scheme being plotted behind the scenes. You are at a place where each of your loyal Ashmats is ready to lay down their lives for crumbs of information, if that is your wish. We receive and send messages. For hours turning into days, we wander the depths of the materium, carrying our voices through the warp's eternal night, bringing it to our comrades in some remote refuge, accepting the voices, signals, and missives of others into our own abode. Those are most often meant for you, your lordship, and at times they are meant for no one. Points to the mechanical drum. What
Yes,
device
yes,
is this?
Yes. Funny. Look how
It
funny
is a
this
sacred compiler that helps us record, store, and to an extent unvittle the messages. The astropaths receive these messages in a form of muddled images, dictating what they see to the machine, which logs every word. From the reels of the receivers on the ceiling, the machine recorded words are routed through lines under the floor into transcribers and then the thesaurus core. This core is the most important part of the mechanism, as it contains a vast catalog of various symbols and the methods of their interpretation. The compiler
Yeah. Look at it.
matches the images in the machine. In the compiler matches the images in the machine against its data, and forwards the results to the central cogitator and myself, so that I begin the ritual of decoding. I know of no other choir that possesses so wise a mechanism, and I praise the God Emperor of its existence. However, while compiling hastens the extraction of intelligible meaning from perplexing imagery, an astropath must still open their mind to interpretation, which is no less perilous than the rights of receiving or sending an astropathic message.
Before you continue, just look at this. It's even more musical machines. That's a whatchamacallit box. Can't remember the fuck.
A
it's
music
called.
box? Yeah.
Yeah,
No,
music
I
box.
know.
Yeah,
I
and if
never
you notice
noticed
it, like,
that.
yeah,
Yeah, I
and if you
noticed.
notice, it goes in beat with the actual music that's playing.
Oh, I don't think I have music on in this game, so I don't know.
Pretty sure, but I love
You
it.
don't have music on in this game?
I don't think so. Oh,
I don't know why you wouldn't. It's great shit.
no, I do. It's just really quiet. I had to take a minute. Yeah.
If you're-
no, I've looked at this area, but I haven't noticed that it was like
Yeah, it's
actual
all
music.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love it. If your
I kinda
machine
speed
knows,
ran the DLC, to be fair.
if your machine knows the meaning of the symbols, why can't it decode the message itself? Regrettably for us all, your lordship, astropathic messages are not ciphered dispatches, but rather psychic imprints containing information. Only an astropath can read the entirety of something created through the medium of the warp. Furthermore, as messages pass through the materium, they might become distorted by malevolent intent. It falls to your servants alone to shield their minds with faith, and separates the true meaning from the influence of the ruinous powers. So if you wanted to hide certain information from me, you could. Wise's face twists into a bitter grimace. My duty is to shield you from the monstrous communications that filters through the vault. The screams of the Emperor's loyal servant, centuries dead by now. The nightmarish, maddening images of the Sea of Souls. The cursed symbols that cause astropaths to convulse in violent fits of frenzy. The messages from abominations and such of weak minds to devour. Concealing all of that from you is my duty. Meanwhile, I might be a more strong psyker than he is.
You probably are. At this point.
At this point, yeah. How does one become an astropath? Weiss gives you a polite smile. I would assume that you know the answer already, your lordship. You and I have walked a similar road yourself, even though you took a different turn than I. We are all part of the Imperial tithe once. Psychos delivered to Terra on the black ships. But only a few of the candidates had what it took to study astropathy. Fewer still successfully completed the grueling training to be eligible for soul binding, and almost none survives the initiation. Some words I struggle with that accent.
The initiation.
He throws his head back. We were given the privilege to behold the Emperor's light, a light flawless and searing. A pious smile visits his lips. That changes you. It wounds you irreparably. It takes your eyesight, but in exchange, you commune with greatness. His presence in our souls fortifies them as we stand against malicious powers. Hold up. I'm just gonna take this real quick.
Yep.
After the vitriol, an astropath assigns their position at this or that adeptus, an astropathic relay or ship. More often than not, our first place of service is also our last. If something happens to your choir, where can I find new astropaths? The expression on his wrinkled face grows even more serious. It would be more on the point to say when something happens. The Emperor's blessings protect us from the Vorp's various influences. However, there are horrors dwelling in the void for which even this defense would be no obstacle, especially if one spends as much time in their company as we do. There's only one way to procure astropaths, and that is through the Adeptus Administratum. Luck permitting, unattached astropaths from the sector will be posted to the ship. Ones who, for whatever reason, have lost their place of service. Failing that, the request will go to Terra and we will have to wait a long time. That said, there are other options. Blasphemous forbidden options, the choirmaster grimaces. Unsanctioned psychers. Unprotected and broken souls who seldom live past their first few seances. But even those would do, should the God Emperor put our souls through severe trials. And judging by how rapid the Vorp has been of late, by the number of dead astropaths, those trials may be upon us sooner than our prayers could reach Terra. I want to discuss other topics. Oh god, it's bleeding into the other voice.
Yep.
I am listening carefully, Lord Captain.
I hope you have another Mechanicus voice, by the way.
I don't. I can modify one that I have. But
Just say it at a different pitch.
that odd noise inside the chapel does not bother you? On the contrary, Lord Captain, it is a mental focusing technique used by your flagship's choir. One that I invented myself. This music was written by an astropath. But my charges and I hear in it is not what ordinary people hear. Its true depth and beauty cannot be fathomed without the Emperor's blessing. The music protects our minds from rudimentary thoughts, purifies and sharpens them. And above all else, it serves as a beacon of sorts and amidst the tumultuous sea of souls. A thread to lead us home from the deadly maze. I've witnessed the death of one of your ashpaths. What happened? The choirmaster sighs and makes the sign of the Aquila. May the God Emperor rest his soul and protect him from the ruinous powers' tenacious claws. I'm losing the voice a bit. Hold up. That was the fifth one this month. Our younger voices cannot handle the warp storms raging in the expanse and end up losing their minds. He adds barely oddly, if they're lucky. Something is afoot on the other side of Zamar, Lord Captain. Something infinitely sinister. Something disastrous. The scraps of the mental images that reach us from the Imperium carries a mark of doom. The images emanating from the beast are like beast bearing its teeth. You have heard accounts of disturbances in the warp affecting psychers, especially ashpaths who delve most deeply into the Imperium. But there have been more and more alarming stories of late. Something is raging in the warp. Well, we already knew that. Something that poses a particular threat to those with psychic powers.
Ooh, that's not
Ooh. You must tend to your choir. I shall have good food, recaf, and relaxing balms delivered.
That's it.
You have a problem with that, Kaylee?
You know,
I take
Nah.
care of my crew.
The thing
My,
is funny.
I'll have you know. I have comfy benches
He
on
does
my
have
main
comfy
deck.
benches.
and that's why your crew is weak.
I think I agree with Astro. Out of all of the rogue traders there, it is a mix-up between your rogue trader and Santana, which I would want to be under the retinue of.
I feel like if you don't, like, not wanting to be under my retinue is kind of the entire goal. You shouldn't want to be under my retinue. That is part of the entire point.
But that just sounds like a bad leader then.
Nah, I'm
To
still
be
cooking.
fair, Kane's Kane is the type of leader, for the most part, that would sacrifice himself for the greater good if he had to.
Yeah. But here's the thing with mine is like I like ruling through fear, and it's like it's not usually good if people want that or accept that willingly. It still works, but you know, I don't expect anyone to
see.
actually want that.
Given
I
the choice, I feel like you'd have no followers.
They'll never get the
They
choice.
wouldn't have a
that's the
choice.
thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Exactly.
know.
wouldn't have-
But my point is, you want, if people given the choice, them to like you and follow you.
I appreciate your concern. Perhaps these small indulgences will give them the strength and save someone's life. We will speak later, Choirmaster. I have business to do. Goodbye, your lordship. The Choirmaster follows you with his otherworldly gaze as you leave, then turn your back on the cogitator.
Like, here's the thing. You can be a dick and everything, but as long as the people under your retinue see that as a tradable, like, trade-off in order to, but you're efficient and they acknowledge that and want to follow you because of that, that makes sense. However,
Ooh,
if they
logic.
don't want to follow you, period, that's when you've gone too far.
Oh, it was too far the moment a Drukari stepped on my ship. Before that,
Yeah,
it
no
was
shit.
fine.
I have a Drukari on my ship. He just doesn't kill people because I don't let him.
Exactly.
He kills
You
people
keep
like a
ranking
fiend
with
on
wet
my
water.
ship, and guess what? He lets me kill people on my ship too.
I don't think people have a choice if you kill them on your ship.
Well, I wouldn't have had that option game-wise if I didn't have
You don't know
Margai.
that. You don't know that. You could
I
have been
do know that.
heretical. You might have had an option still.
No, I played through.
Okay.
Oh wait, no, I know. No, never mind.
Okay. Oh, this is another astropath. Somebody want to take this voice while I set up voice mod for
Oh, I
another...
thought this one was the machine guy. Okay, yeah, I got this. Protect us from the machine spirits, unrest, for without his gifts sacrifice are fruitless. You can barely hear the voice of. I'm not doing that voice anymore. That shit hurt my throat. Okay. You can barely hear the voice of the young astropath, standing very still next to the bulky mechanism. His face frozen in a mask of despair. His anemic hands are pressed to his chest, clutching crumpled stripes of thick paper. He hears your approach and composes himself.
The Angelseer, his head lowered, does not so much as glance in your direction. With his hands folded underneath his robe, he makes a barely audible, unpleasant sound. A prayer in Technolingua.
Damn, these assault rifles are getting pretty high up there.
What?
Sigma AR-87.
Oh, I see. What is going on here?
The sacred compiler is... That's the astropath.
Oh.
Yeah. I got you, mate. The sacred compiler is ailing, your lordship. A gloom has come over the machine spirits, and they are disrupting the mechanicism's operation. The 12th row of the drum is now adding incorrect symbols. The man shows you a stack of papers, and you notice at once that rows of squiggles in each line all end with the same glyph. We summoned the servants of the Omnissiah, but the machine spirits are none too eager to heed their prayers. This is where the
Nope, still you.
thing. I know, but I'm saying this is where the puzzle. My mind's so scrambled for some reason. I don't know. The steamed engine is in a state of tech perchance and hasn't moved from the spot for a day now. He shrinks his head into his shoulders timidly. I had the audacity to think the sacred combiner could better help by examining its parts. But who am I to question the secret knowledge of the Adeptus Mechanicus?
Let us see if there's any way I can help. That's all you had to say.
Because you didn't choose any of the other options, but yeah.
Well, because the others were being a dick.
Yeah.
That's how it's
Yeah, that's fair.
Once cleaned, the candle wax, the seats inside the inner workings of the interpreter move much more easily. Boom!
Yep,
Fixed one problem.
Yep. Go solve this very complicated puzzle. I feel...
Scraps of paper stuck deep inside the mechanism cause it to rattle. Cleaning the machine parts, anointing them with sacred pungent. I didn't read all that. That's fine.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. This completely very complex secret puzzle that not even Katie could totally solve.
Sorry, what's the matter?
Nothing, I'm fucking joking with
I
Ryan
hear
about
you
how complex
couldn't
this puzzle
solve
is.
this puzzle.
Yeah, it's so complicated, not even you could solve it. Look how complicated
I solved the
this
puzzle
is.
because I'm a genius.
Yeah.
I can't even begin to fathom.
I think there's more for you to press in the back, but I don't know if you've pressed that already.
I'd
Okay.
rather
So-
take the antiderivative of a logarithmic function than do this puzzle.
I remember there's more shit around
just
here.
as I planned.
Yeah,
Oh wait, it just said quest updated. My bad.
Yeah, quest updated. You want to do all of it. This is
Fine.
now where you go, walking around and pressing all the bullshit.
Wow.
There
with
is
Kane's
actually an
tech
interesting
use.
puzzle in here at some point. I don't know when, but it does happen.
This is as far as I
Goods.
got in this put. Oh, goods. Yep, that's right. There are goods in here. But this is as far as I got in the
Goods.
Astropathic Choir.
I love the music in here.
Yes, like I said, I think this will be your favorite room.
So far, it is. I mean, my favorite room in Corpse Party was the music room.
Yeah. Other than maybe the Navigator's area, on the ship. Now that I think
Oh.
about it.
It makes me want to make a rogue traders and a ship that's entirely music based.
Hmm. Well, to be fair, we haven't specified Prometheus's specific rooms like this. So, as far as I
True.
understand it, the flavoring
could-
is whatever we wanted.
I could create an Astropath as well, then as a backup character.
If you want, we can stick him in the Astropath room,
Yeah.
if that is fun with Katie.
What are we
If
talking
that
about?
is fine with Kaylee.
Oh, just talking about funny areas like the Navigator's room and the Astropath room on the Void Phoenix.
What are we asking is okay with me?
Making the Astropathic Choir basically a musical thing like this.
Yeah, and stuff like that, like
Did I do
flavoring
all
of
of this?
flavoring.
Oh, everything's fully operational.
Oh, I think you solved the puzzle. This incredibly complex
I
puzzle
solved
that
the-
no one could
yeah.
solve. Your
I'm glad
lordship!
you were here. I'm glad you were here, Ryan.
Yeah.
I couldn't have figured this out myself.
The Astropath smiles at you. The shy, awkward smile of someone unused to smiling. The sacred mechanism is working again with no disruptions. With a trembling hand, the Psycho hands you a strip of paper with smooth rows of etched characters, this time containing no errors. There you go.
Okay. The Engiseer rises proudly to his feet and says in Low Gothic, a language he clearly has not had much practice in. With sacred words and virtuous thoughts turned towards the God Emperor, I have been able to pacify this mechanism's wayward spirits. The Omnissiah blesses.
That was 100% all him.
How is that for the voice?
I liked it.
Good.
We could just say 3. I like 2, like saying, yep, definitely you.
I feel like Kane would point that out, not as like a boastful thing, but just kind of like a, it was fixed not through prayer in this case.
Yeah, I'll be right back.
So we're gonna go and be like, I should rather say it was my efforts that helped to make the machine operational. Then just see your eyes, you respectfully, but with very sincere and poorly concealed confusion. I recommend installing 2 incense burning units in this compartment to prevent the spirit's continued anger. The unit Zachary Weiss will be provided with a list of minor recommendations, 142 in total, for improvements to this compartment's maintenance. Failure to implement will result in sanctions on the part of the Adeptus Mechanicus priesthood. That was it? We have another quest compiler. Nice. We have contract still. We don't want that right now. Hood trade. We don't need that right now. Chemicals. Even chemicals for quest.
I do believe that is everything other than just making sure that, you got all the goods. At least for now.
Well, I need to talk to Zachary real quick. Your lordship, I have something for you. The choir master hands you a sheet of paper with uniform lines of machine type etched into it. Thanks to your assistance in repairing the compiler, we have been able to interpret a most curious message. It contains a call sign that agents of the renegade Voidsphere used in their especially important reports.
Interesting.
Could it be a message from Voidsphere? He was most likely the intended recipient. When was the signal sent? I cannot say with certainty, your lordship. Following the repair work, I went through the text that has defined coding before. This signal has lost its way in the bells of the mechanism. Could be a week old or years. What does the message say? Only a few words. Lilamed Odenathmis 11. The winds have ceased. It is done. Now limited is Voidsphere's call sign for special reports. But the rest is a code we are unfamiliar with. That said, we know where to look for the truth. The Odonathus 11 system. I'll get to the bottom of that message. I have no doubt about that, your lordship.
Interesting.
So we need to scout out that planet, but we're not worried about that right now.
Nope.
We have someplace else to be. Hold up, did I explore there? I just want to double check. I think so, but I think it's just... Yeah, it's just lit. It's just lit funny to show it's a different level. So then...
I think that's it.
We don't want to head to the freight line, or the...
Oh, no,
shrine?
I meant for this area. Let's go to the, shrine.
Shrine it is. Who are we taking with us? Just the crew?
Yeah, I don't see any reason
Same.
to change.
Sounds good. We are now down to the 2 non-human allies with us that have voice lines. The rest are all mercenaries.
Cassia might. And Cabela, I'm sure,
Oh,
will
wait.
have a lot.
Wait, we do have both of them. Never mind.
Yeah.
My brain shut down for some reason.
The only mercenary here is Prometheus.
Do we only?
Yeah.
What happened to our crew of mercenaries?
We all became named NPCs. And that started
Dang.
to be fair, that started with me very early on with Cassia. I'm like, alright, I want to actually get the different voice lines, so I'm gonna regain my
Fair
mercenary
enough.
for Cassia.
I found a button.
Yes, that does that. I did not get this puzzle.
That's fine. Eventually, I will.
Unless it's too
Let's
late
go
and you
talk to
already
people
fucked it
first.
up.
I've not done this.
Yep.
Initiate
Oh!
Zeke.
Line. There is a line in here that will absolutely just be like, I am not gonna talk to you again for the next 3 days. So,
Okay.
be careful. Don't accidentally
To
click
Zeke?
it like I did. No, not to Zeke. It's gonna be the guy in the middle. It's a different priest.
I see. Your
But what is
broad-shouldered.
this? Is this the shrine?
Yes, this
Yeah.
is the shrine.
I
The
didn't.
broad. You didn't.
Go ahead. Sorry.
You haven't been here. Sorry.
I have been for story stuff. I didn't know that you could just go there. And do
Yeah.
stuff.
Yeah.
Just like the astropath, you
Apparently.
can just go straight there.
I didn't know that. I only saved it for story stuff because I didn't know you could do other things there.
Duh. The broad-shouldered young priest makes the sign of the Aquila. The Emperor protects, your lordship. How may I be of service? Who are you? Initiate Zeke, your lordship. I recite prayers and help Confessor Adalbert with the rites. What is this relic next to you? The initiate looks over at the sarcophagus. The skeleton within is clutching an orb made of many tightly fitted hoops covered in glyphs. A mysterious object, but undeniably a holy one. It was donated by a group of pilgrims who studied the legacy of the great missionary Nadine Alyanikov. They believed there was something inside that only someone truly righteous was meant to have. One of the pilgrims was so desperate to witness the moment of the orb's opening that they bequeathed their body to us. Mikhail?
He is gone.
A riddle? Cassia's eyes light up with curiosity. It would be most interesting to learn what is stored inside. Lord Captain, would you try opening the orb?
No.
Do you have any ideas on how to open this orb? One of your predecessors was the last to attempt solving this relic's mysteries. Happened a long time ago, before Lady Theodora was born. That's all I know. Open the reliquary. I am going to try to solve the mystery of the orb.
Good luck.
Oh no. The
Yep.
initiate opens the lock and hands you the orb. Someone has already moved the hoops around trying to rearrange the letters into meaningful sentences. It will only take a few more rotations for the orb to split cleanly into 4 parts each with its own question. The answer should presumably be formed using adjoined hoops. Shoot.
Mm-hmm. Alright,
We're gonna
Katie.
return and save before this.
I was about to say,
Hold
alright,
up.
Katie, cook.
What am I cooking?
Figure out the orb.
What orb? What are we? Okay. What am I?
I
reading?
wish to open the orb. Let's form the question in the orb's first quarter. My light reaches
Emperor.
everywhere.
Probably. Oh no,
The
no,
greedy
no.
will
Actually,
see
it would
me
be
in
throne.
gold. The scholars in humanity's cradle, but only the righteous will see me within their souls.
It would have to be either Emperor or Throne,
What throne?
only because thrones are the same name for golden currency in some places of the Imperium. Like, thrones are also gold coins.
I'd say throne, because
The
it says
light
the
of the
greedy will see me in
throne.
gold.
Yeah,
Yeah.
well, yeah. The greedy will see me in gold, the golden throne, the scholars in humanity's cradle. But that's the part that's weird. In
The
humanity's
scholars
cradle.
in humanity's cradle. That's Terra, he who sits on the golden throne.
Which would be the emperor.
Or
Only the
the
righteous
golden
will see me
throne.
within their souls.
That is in the center of the cradle.
It
As I think there's
it
also
is weird. Well-
something about cradle, and that's what
We'll
the
do
emperor sits on.
throne.
Yeah.
For better or worse, something clicked inside the orb.
Yippee.
Uh-oh.
Second quarter. I am within every human, and my loss is feared. For within me comes the end, but give me to
Without-
the Emperor, and you will be eternal.
Soul?
That sounds like
No,
soul.
fearful
That sounds like
without
soul.
making- Sounds like faith to me. 'Cause it
It
sounds
sounds
like
like
it would
faith?
be. Yeah. It sounds
Yeah.
like it would be faith.
It could be soul or
Could
faith, in
be.
my opinion. Wait, hold on. Let me read it.
It's not.
I am within every human, and my loss is feared.
Yeah.
The loss of life is feared. Or soul. Life of... Honestly, all of these, but...
Oh,
Without me...
Definitely
I
not
think
blood.
that's the weakest.
Yeah, definitely not blood. For without me comes the end. That would be life or soul. On a spiritual level, faith.
But give
But-
me to the Emperor. And
We're
you'll be
literally
eternal.
in a shrine to the Emperor.
So I'd
I-
say...
I
I'd
think
say
it's-
faith.
I think it's soul, but we can try faith.
I'm thinking faith. Because you're giving your faith to the Emperor. Not necessarily your soul.
Will form the third. I am poison. I am perdition. I am disgrace. Burn me down, eradicate me, or perish. Rejected by the Emperor. Your sharp mind, your outstanding intellect is known beyond the bounds of your own system. Yeah! Broke my ego!
God damn it.
Hold up. I'm screenshotting that too.
Yeah.
I'm sending that to my dad.
Honestly, truly a jammy clucks. My genius even astounds me.
One second. Anyways, your sharp mind quickly scours the recesses of your memory for any fragment of Nadine Elyakov's sermons. You recall that she mercilessly denounced the weakness of those who have faith in the Emperor, but are incapable of translating that faith into deeds. She must have despised the shortcoming of the soul more than any other. So that sounds like weakness.
Yeah.
So with the click, the hoop settles into place. And the last question: in your body, mind, and soul, you must possess me. I am no mere absence of stains. I bring you closer, man.
If I recall the pages of the life of Nadine Aklinov correctly, this part
Olenikov.
speaks. Kalishnikov correctly. This part speaks about purity. The saint saw it as quintessence of all other virtues.
Thanks, Cassia. That sounded really sarcastic. It wasn't intended.
We got ARs and
Guys,
AKs now.
I think it might
Group
be purity.
shifts.
Yeah.
We'll have to start over.
God damn
One
it.
of,
Okay,
a
so
couple
which
of them
one?
were wrong.
This
I
one I
think-
think is still right.
We
Because
could do throne.
it's either that
We
or
can do
Akila,
the second
because that's
one.
also on Gold.
I think it's soul.
Okay, let's try soul.
Let's try Soul.
We can
yes.
So-
only change one every time we go through.
Okay.
Or we should only
Weakness.
change one. That's how variables work.
Yes, but we can only do it 4
And
times, but
purity.
that's fine because we saved. We got it wrong. Okay, so let's try Emperor,
Okay.
Okay.
and then we can do Faith or Soul.
We'll do Faith still on this one.
Okay.
Faith, and then we'll keep the others the same.
Yeah, and then we can go back, try Emperor again, and try Soul.
I guess
Yeah.
transgression would also make sense with what this says.
It literally
but
says weakness.
it does say weakness.
That's why I'm thinking
Yeah.
weakness.
Do not second guess yourself.
Yeah, and this one obviously says purity.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Then
So
we
we'll
try
try
Emperor.
Soul.
We try
Soul.
Soul. We try weakness, and
Weakness,
we try
purity.
purity. Huh.
Maybe it's life.
It could be life. Do we want to go throne or emperor then?
Go ahead and try me Akila for some reason.
We're gonna throw in another variable?
Nah. Actually, nah.
Wait.
Keep it.
No.
Keep
no,
it to them.
we'll keep throne.
The golden
Should
throne.
I have
Life.
started writing these configurations down?
Nah.
Maybe.
I say you just look up the
Weakness.
answer.
Purity. Interesting. Throne. Life.
We've gone
No.
past stuff. You fool.
Gosh darn it. Throne. Life. Weakness.
Purity.
Purity.
Okay.
Something
So-
here's wrong then.
I assume it is. Here's the thing: we've tried Emperor and Throne for virtually every one of the second options.
Yes.
So unless it is the last second option, which is blood, which I doubt, we
doubt
would
it.
want to try
Try something
tequila.
We could try tequila.
I really doubted tequila because it doesn't really make sense, but
No, I'd say strength more than Akira.
I think strength makes a little bit more sense.
Yeah.
Yeah,
we'll go
no,
with
strength makes a lot of sense actually.
Yeah.
Because the
Because-
greedy will see strength in gold.
Yep.
The scholars will
Scholars-
see strength
strength
in
in the
the crate
humanities
in humanities
cradle.
cradle, which is the emperor,
Yes.
and the righteous will see strength within themselves.
okay. But what
within
about
Yes.
the light reaching everywhere? How does that apply? Okay, thank you.
His strength reaches everywhere. The Emperor's strength
Yeah.
or his light.
Well, we can try strength. This one.
Faith.
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 Yeah, we'll start. We'll I think
We'll
it's
skip
2 and 1 that's fucking everything up.
And purity.
Unless
Nope.
Cassia's fucking bringing us astray and your
Strength.
mind's bringing us astray.
Yeah, that is
So-
true. So
Weakness.
weakness. I thought it said it'd break, but whatever. Purity.
Yeah, that's what I was on.
What in the goddamn?
Alright, the only other option is life then.
Yeah, we can.
I feel like it
try
might have
life.
broken, but just didn't tell you. Because that is also a chance, it would say. Cool. I say we restart, we reload, and look it up. Because I think we might have broken it.
Possible, but I want to try this real quick.
Well, while that happens, Katie, could you please look it up?
Tequila. So weakness.
Yeah, just calculating how many possible
Purity.
combinations there are.
Too many for this damn stream.
Tequila.
256.
Like I said, too many for this damn stream.
Well, we have two of
Alright,
these.
what's this called?
Shrine room. I don't know.
Yeah,
Something about
look
an
up
orb.
the relic. It's a relic.
Relic puzzle,
I could also
probably.
look it up.
Wow. Really?
What?
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 No, okay. Alright, you want the answer?
Yeah. Let me go ahead and just.
What you-
So,
I'm
I was
not
right
great
about the
with
first
riddles.
one being thrown.
Yep,
The
makes
third and
sense.
fourth ones are weakness and purity. The second one is blood.
Second one is blood.
I get. Oh, you know what?
Interesting.
That only makes sense for one reason. This
What?
DLC came out with the blood spinners.
Oh.
The blood cult. Yeah. we
You
were
know,
thinking
if you
too
meta
little.
Game,
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Like, that's the only reason why it makes sense.
if you meta game,
That's the only
Okay.
reason why blood makes sense is because it came out with the fucking blood spinners DLC. That's not even what the DLC is called, isn't it? Like something of the void.
Shadows of the Void, I think.
yeah. But it features the blood spinner cult.
Yeah, so that's why it makes sense to me now. That's blood. Like
We were so
otherwise,
convinced
it clearly
wasn't.
should. Yeah, I know it because it shouldn't be.
Because, listen, we'll read it again
Throne.
when we get to it, and I'll explain
Throne
why it
makes
doesn't.
sense. Throne makes sense.
Soul. Oh, sorry, blood.
My loss is feared, for without me comes the end, but give me to the Emperor and you. That really doesn't make sense.
It's very poetic for,
Yeah.
like something that's actually biologically required.
Well,
like-
so is life.
Yeah, like all of these literally work, but
Yeah,
it
but
doesn't
I
make
guess-
sense that
Go on.
it doesn't make like soul and faith make way more sense.
Yeah.
When
Like
it comes
maybe
to
if this
being
was a
eternal, forgiving
shrine
to
to
the gods.
corn, we would have said blood. But this is the emperor.
Yeah.
As far as you know. Also, this feels like one of the AP questions where it's like two
It's
answers
a
are
fucking-
obviously wrong, and then two of them are both really close.
Yeah. This is
Whatever,
obvious. Like that
blood.
one's clearly a trick to fuck with you.
Weakness
Purity.
and purity.
Yippee!
Yeah.
Missionary
Kane's just-
oath.
a heretic or something. I don't know. Maybe
The
not
orb
as pure
come-
as we thought.
The orb comes alive. Its tubes shift around with alarming speed, coming together and folding into each
care.
other until the orb opens completely, laying its treasure bare. The initiate stares at the relic in your hand, stunned. How strange and exciting it is to behold the holy object that has lain hidden from the eye for so many years. Truly, it is a great day upon which the rogue trader himself has revealed the legacy of great missionaries to us all.
Uh-huh.
Thank you, Zeke.
Yeah, you want to know what the
What even
missionary
does
oath
that
is?
do? Once per combat, if
Yep.
the wearer does not use any abilities during the turn, they can use their turn to immediately grant all adjacent allies an extra turn with 1 AP.
Wow, that's really just if you have a useless character in your party.
I can see it useful for officers if we did this day one.
Yeah, that's not super helpful. But, you know,
Why is Marsha a ghost? Does anybody see that?
I
I
wouldn't
see
worry
it.
about that.
yeah, I won't worry about it.
Is he
Initiate
okay?
Clotus.
I wouldn't worry about that.
He's fine. A lanky initiate and leaning over Cogitator, an expression of extreme mental effort on his face, his fish-like round eyes peering on the screen. Grant
Speak like
me
a
your lordship,
Yes.
master. Grant me wisdom. He winces at your approach. Your lordship, how can I be of service?
Actually.
Yeah. Katie, while we're at it, look up the other puzzle in this area.
Who are you and what do you do
Oh,
here?
what is it?
I am Clotus, junior cleric. I sort recordings from the shrine confessional to pass on to the higher-ranking clergy. Tell me more about this confessional. Our parishioners come here to repent, to share their innermost thoughts and observations of their neighbors. The sacred machine records all confessions and alters the voices beyond recognition. Is there a way to find out who made a confession? There is not. A heretical option is here, I see.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, I'm kidding.
For them.
What? What?
Clotus shakes his head resolutely. That would undermine the usefulness of it. The first prototype wasn't anonymous, so those confessions might as well have been carbon copies of each other. Everyone was impeccably diligent and pious and whatnot, but as soon as the machine spirits started keeping the name secret, the parishioners opened up. Good thinking, making it anonymous. Keep up the fine work. I will endeavor to do so, your lordship. I have other questions. What does your lordship wish to know? It appears you are having difficulties. Nothing escapes your lordship's notice. As it so happens, I have been struggling to categorize 3 rather peculiar confessions. I wouldn't have dared tell you about them, but I think they may have been left by senior officers, which would make this a matter of the highest order, one that is far beyond my meager understanding. These confessions, you see, are far from being examples of pious conformity. I dread the very thought of dissent or heresy poisoning the minds of some of the most eminent members of the crew. But I cannot change what I heard. He bows his head in reverence. I cannot share this with anyone but the Emperor's anointed, nor can I allow anyone but your lordship to listen to these messages protected by the secrecy of confession. What makes you think these confessions were made by senior officers? These partitioners are well spoken, meaning they're used to being used to addressing an audience. Perhaps they issued orders or are vested with power. And, well, after categorizing so many confessions, I've learned to notice the subtle differences between them. Let me hear them. The initiate steps aside, putting the cogitator at your disposal. We'll do the first one, dissent and pious doubt.
Oh.
I'm just gonna read these because they're meant to be, like, anonymous. One question has troubled me for years. Why are some destined to perish in the warp, while others must go on living and preserve the memory of the dead? Worthier and more luminous souls have been lost, and yet I am still here. Light static is distorting and recording, but you are confident that the speaker is a male. Alleged theft of property. The orphans on the ship have already been provided with the bare essentials, but every so often I consider increasing their rations and ordering more sets of clothes for them. They will not replace the families they lost, but it will improve their lives somewhat, especially given that the ship has enough resources to cover that comparably trivial expense. Despite the poor sound quality, you determine the voice to be a male. And a commerce test succeeded. You've heard the bridge officer gossiping about the high factotum has taken personal charge of the orphans. Interesting. I didn't take him as the sort to care about that.
I guess they must have had a change of foot after your iconoclast.
Coded message irreverence. Lop-eared kleppas display a high degree of socialization, both among their kind and towards their owners. I don't know what a kleppa is. These animals adjust well to avoid ship's lower gravity. Since it is similar to the homeland's conditions, lop-eared kleppa meat is edible, should necessity demand it. The voice is muffled as though it's from a thick layer of glass, but is unmistakably a woman's. We'll step away from the cogitator. Initiate looks at you, intrigued, but does not say a word. I'm curious about who left those messages. I'll seek them out. So now we need to find those people and help them out. I suppose these confessions truly are special if your lordship is giving them his personal attention. The initiate bows deeply. Never would I have imagined the rogue trader himself coming to my aid. Regarding your confessions or problem, let me hear them out. Step away. Enough about that. Of course, Lord Captain. I will leave you to your concerns. The initiate replies humbly. I labor for the glory of the Emperor and House von Valancius. So, we need to seek out the factotum, but we need to figure out who the other people are.
You might be able to ask Abelard or Heinz.
Yeah, Abelard might be able to tell us.
No, maybe, well, Abelard, yeah, but also, what, her face, Sourback, or whatever her name is?
She might. I'm gonna step on this and
Yippee.
solved one.
Yep.
But before we do that,
This
we
is
should
the guy.
save and talk to Adelbart.
Yeah, this is the guy that you can fuck up with.
Abelard?
Adelbert. This
Abelard.
was Confessor Adelbert, a plump, rosy-cheeked old man, is
Oh, I
lighting
got
candles,
this.
taking his... Huh?
I can do this if you want. This is Santa Claus.
Okay, go ahead, Santa.
Yeah. Confessor, Babblebob.
Adelbert.
Babblebob, a plump, rosy-cheeked old man, is lighting candles, taking his time with each. Glints of fire dance in his heavy golden aquila and his sky-blue eyes as he addresses you and smiling. Oh, the Emperor protects, your lordship! Are you here to pray, or have you the mundane matters brought you to me? There is an incredible profound quality to his voice, and he speaks with mesmerizing timbre? Timbre?
Yes, I need you to say, ho ho ho, Merry Emperormas.
Oh ho ho! Emperor Day to you!
What?
I don't think I want to open the reliquary. I feel like
do
that
it.
would piss him off. I feel like that would piss him off.
I don't know about that.
Tell me, Adelbert. Do you visit the Shrine Confessional to repent as the other officers do?
Why, I always have time for penance on my morning and evening shifts, your lordship. Oh, here we go. We can do the orphans here.
Well, I don't think he was the one that said it, though.
No, but he's the one we ask, I think.
I guess. Why are some destined to perish in the warp while others must go on living?
An irrelevant question. His face takes on an expression of fathomless wisdom and calm. Our fates are in the Emperor's hands, and he does as his plans require.
The orphans on the ship have already been provided with the bare essentials, have they not?
Do you mean spiritual nourishment? It is ever in short supply. Those children are literate, could use new prayer books and graphies?
Hagiographies, I think? Or hagiographies. Probably
Yes, yeah, hagiographies, yeah. For their own pursual and to the read of the others.
I see, it wasn't you.
For a moment, I thought you had come to converse, but now I see you have taken on the role of cleric yourself. May the Emperor guide you on your quest for answers.
I would love to come to this man in my heresy run.
People
he is
confess
right
to
there.
you, do they not? I'm
I love how
interested
he's
to
not
know
facing. Oh no, he is. He's not facing the blood behind him.
the thoughts of some of my subjects.
Ours is a throne-fearing flock that regularly leaves the Vox recordings in the Shrine Confessional housed in the eastern part of the reliquary. This allows us to maintain constant watch over any heretical tendencies. We can observe the honesty with which our parishioners? Yeah, parishioners. Under their duties, as well as any dangerous dissent brewing in their minds. Initiate Cletus is responsible for sorting the confessions. He would be honored to offer you access to the confessional cogitator.
Did Lady Theodore come here often?
Your predecessor always had due concern for reliquary maintenance as it needs, and under her rule, faith occupied its proper place on the ship. Adelbert gives you a diplomatic smile.
I'd like to find out more about this place.
Adelbert smiles warmly at you. I could talk about the reliquary chapel for hours.
Is this the only place of worship on the ship?
Nah. Why, no. There are multiple sancta? Yeah. On every deck, where your subjects pray fervently, the clergy keeps close watch on the firmness of their faith. This, on the other hand, he gestures around with the glittering reliquary, is the holiest of holiest places, where only the noblest amongst your servants are permitted to pray in Semford.
I want those on other decks to be able to
Yeah.
partake of this exuberance as well.
Albert's eyebrows are trembled. Truly a most generous and gracious gesture, your lordship. I will arrange for the commoners who have distinguished themselves in their service to be allowed in here, and an event like that will fill them with fervor, and they will pass down the memory of what they have seen to their offspring. I like how it encourages you to be more iconoclast by giving you extra iconoclast for choosing iconoclast.
You know how hard it was to get heresy points? And, like, some things were so evil and they didn't have any heresy points. And you're over here getting iconoclast points for being polite. Like,
Not just polite, but nice.
Yeah.
it's atrocious.
He's bettering the lives of his people. That's what an
Yes.
iconoclast does.
That
Exactly.
sounds so boring.
And yet I'm having a good time.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
no.
And yet
see, I
Kane
wanna
has
see-
been able to do what you can't.
See, here's what I want to know. Your statement will have a lot more weight depending on what happens in the next few sections of the. Like, there's a part in the DLC that I need you to get to, Ryan, as soon as possible, so I can play Rogue Trader.
I can't wait for your pure iconoclast just to screw everything with what Katie
I
has
will
done.
cry.
And I'll laugh.
I'm glad.
Where does this collection of sacred relics come from?
Every relic we have here is either thank you. I don't know why that fucking escaped my mind. Tracked down by your ancestors, captured in battle against the faithless, or received as a gift of glorious deeds. A show of loyalty for the Emperor that speaks for itself, does it not? He makes no effort to conceal his pride. For our part, we keep the precious relics intact and undisturbed as we conduct liturgies and perform rites. Initiate Zack over there is especially diligent in his care for the relics. Though he is of common stock, he earned his position through dedication and piety.
I have other questions.
I will do my best to answer them.
Yeah, I'm not opening the reliquary. I feel like that'd piss him off.
No, that I think I did it. It does not piss him off. There's something that clearly will.
None of these, it seems like.
Let me look. Yeah, no, none of these.
I'd like to hear the Imperium's tenets from you.
I think this leads to it, so be careful.
I see.
In a voice brimming with solemnity, Ablot begins. Every man and woman has a place in the order he created, and this order must be followed and the will of one superiors obeyed. Beware the witches. Actually, I do want to know. Is that just psychos? Yeah, just psychos.
Yeah.
For they have stained by the warp, persecuted mutants for their perversions of the human form, and hate their cursed Xenos!
What?
So, number 4 is probably the one that pisses him off.
I think you should go with number 4.
That will, I'm sure, but that's not the one that like makes him say, "I'm not talking to you."
What's the one?
You'll see it. There's like I think it only gave me 2 options between choosing that and like leaving, and I chose it just because I was curious what it would do.
The Imperial Creed prescribes being wary of psychers, but the Imperium needs them.
I can understand. Having been touched by the powers of the warp yourself, you are pondering your own essence. Ablot nods sympathetically. You are right. Without the Astropaths, we are deaf and blind. There are many other psychers laboring for the good of humanity. That is their place within the Emperor's design. But only those amongst them who accept his light can have been authorized.
The Ecclesiarchy tells us to persecute mutants, but an exception was made for navigators.
Yeah, I guess navigators are mutants, but they also feel
No, they're
like
100% mutants.
yeah, they're 100% mutants. But don't they also feel like off psychers with all their funny powers?
They're not really, because the thing that gives them their powers is a mutation, which would make them a mutant.
Yeah, but they get other funny powers with it too. I've noticed it's not just warp eye.
But it's all mutation based though.
I see. I guess yeah, that's fair. Anyways, the Navis Nobilite are different from most humans, but their differences are a blessing. They are the noble servants of the Imperium who help humanity expand the galactic domain. Do you not see the higher purpose that pleases the Emperor? It is a pleasure to hear that, unlike the ignorant rabble, you give due acknowledgement to the greatness of our deeds, Confessor.
Among the Adeptus Mechanicus, the Emperor is known as the Omnissiah. They have their own form of worship. Do they truly share our beliefs?
I think one definitely will lead to the bad outcome of
I'm not talking about that.
Most certainly! Different likenesses of the Emperor and ways of worshipping him can be found across Imperium's worlds, but we all believe in the one.
That will suffice for now.
As your lordship wishes.
You are positively beaming with joy. A priest like you is a rare sight.
Abelard laughs good-naturedly. Oh, ho, ho!
Abelard?
Yeah, Abelard. I'm Abelard now, your lordship. A fair observation. Everyone knows the clergy must maintain a stern appearance to inspire fear and awe in their flocks. His mirth fades away, giving to a pensive gravitas. The truth is that my clan and I experience great hardship. I cannot explain how much I am standing before you, and now accept by his will. How could one be anything but joyful knowing they were saved by the Emperor?
What happened to your clan?
They're all dead. I was scarcely more than a child when the malady malady struck our cabins. First would come the fervor, then the unlucky victim. Fever, fervor, potato put them on nuclear.
I love that saying. I can never say it correctly.
What can't you say correctly?
Potato thermonuclear hand grenade.
Yeah.
Okay, I see.
That one's an original. I made that one up.
I like that one.
Then the... Sorry, what was it? Yes. Then the unlucky victim would start retching blood. After that, they would melt away, like a candle, or snowman, in that one commercial. Only the youngest survived myself amongst them. He smiles feebly. But now my family is growing, and I am grateful for each new life that replaces one lost.
I'm not going to say the gentle manner thing. I have topics to discuss. I don't wish to say anything else because well, do we want the power maul? Can we take the power maul?
We can ask for it. I don't see any reason why not.
Open the reliquary with the power maul. I wish to wield it myself.
Alas, your lordship, I do not... See, this is why. It doesn't matter, because he
see.
just doesn't know how. I do not know the way to open the locks on the particular receptacle without damaging its contents. One of the ship's confessors may, from days past, sealed the reliquary. Well, so as to bar anyone from taking the weapon. I suppose it was a desperate precautionary measure against thieves and heretics who would seek to lay their hands on a holy relic. I am sure that there exists some impenetrable secret method of unlocking the reliquary, and not like a Simon Says DDR style. And if I only knew what it is, I would tell you right this moment.
I must take my leave.
Yeah, that's why I'm like, it doesn't matter, because I knew the outcome.
Fair.
May the Emperor's blessing be with your lordship.
Can I look like Marajai right now? I'd love to.
That'd be fun.
Yeah, me
We'll
too.
offer
man.
a prayer.
I mean,
What?
not Ghost Marja.
No, nothing. Just how it strangled my camera away from me. You did it.
Yeah, let me offer a prayer.
Congratulations. Offer your prayers out to... Oh dear.
That was just a joke to do it again. So I'll
Maybe
just go
one
ahead
more.
and- No, why?
I mean, three's a lucky number, right?
Yeah, well, 2 is my favorite, but
Ah. Then maybe we should wrap around and make it 4.
I am not gonna be driven into doing this constant. Oh wait, I see what needs to happen here.
There might be more people to talk to, like this tech priest and whatnot,
Hold up.
and the confessor.
I see what needs to be done though.
I think it
Oh,
needs to be
wait.
done in a certain order, and if you fuck it up, it's fucked.
I don't think so, because I step on it and then it goes beep.
Okay, maybe
Does it
you are
stay
fine.
lit? It
Oh!
stays lit.
Oh, I see. Okay. That's because I kept moving them back and forth in mine. So yes. Okay, there you go.
That one turned it off.
Okay, so maybe in a specific order.
So
Hold on, wait.
We
no,
need to
just-
find the
wait,
rest
wait,
of
wait, wait,
them.
wait. They do have symbols on them, it looks.
yeah.
Yeah, A...
I don't know what the first letter says is the problem.
I don't know what this one says either. It's quite hard for me to like... Is that an F? Can't tell.
That turned that one off. So I'll leave people by
Oh,
them.
if it's
by
spelling
each
a
of these.
word, then maybe there's only 3 buttons, but it's enough to spell out a word.
No, there's more.
What's the other one?
There's one hidden in a corner. There's another hidden in this corner. I'm moving people.
Oh, I
So
see.
we'll
It.
see.
I had my camera turned where I couldn't see it.
Aha!
Did you do it?
So if I could read what the first one was, I think it's an F. I have no clue what the other one is the problem.
This looks like an R to me. This one over here by Cabela.
Cabela.
Yeah. That wasn't necessarily to say do it, but...
I know,
And now
but I
it's a
wanted
50-50
to.
shot. Good luck. Okay. You've done it. Yippee.
Ahaha!
What's a peculiar thing?
Hey, goods.
Hey, goods. Who wants the
I have a
power
feeling it's
maul? The
gonna
maximum
retro
push
up me.
distance of this maul is 5, and collision damage is increased by 50%.
How much damage? does it do?
Unfortunately, it does no damage.
Yeah, okay. So it's just to push people around.
Yeah. It's the short stop.
Yeah. Honestly, it's more like an air blast.
Well, I say that because it does pitiful damage. So what now?
Yeah.
The freight line?
Yep, I
Freight
think that's the
line it
only thing
is.
left. Keep it.
Let us move.
This is where I stopped my endeavors in looking. So beyond this, I have no fucking clue what is right and what is wrong. So good luck to all of us.
Oh God, wait. Is this? No, okay, not the story yet. We're fine. We're fine. Everything is fine.
It needs to, it doesn't it? It's a freight line.
Ooh. Okay. Okay, this is fine.
That's a lot of gunk in your tubes. I don't know if you should have that much gunk in your tubes.
No, that's actually their food.
Oh,
Nice.
interesting.
I think there is an option to eat the food as well.
It's probably corpse starch.
It's worse.
I was gonna say, that doesn't look like corpse starch.
There are
Yeah.
actual corpses in the sludge. Like, it's not corpse starchified. It's just like there's like just dead rats.
It's
in
corpse
there.
Oh, just
stew.
it's corpse stew.
It's,
Yeah.
it's corpse stew. Yeah, basically.
Oh. Oh wait, no, we're still fine. Edic.
Who's Edic going to be?
It is
into?
a sturdy
Sturdy-
built man with an augmented jaw. An augmented jaw, you say? Does he actually not have a lower jaw?
He has an augmented jaw. At attention, the dark circles under his eyes speak to many sleepless nights, but his voice is loud and spirited. Welcome to Freight Hub LD 987/A14, Lord Captain. I am Edic Fresco, Captain of the Enforcers in Lower Deck
Fresco.
Bay LD-A14. The Master at Arms has assigned me to be your liaison for the duration of your stay here.
That's Fresno.
How does that work?
Yeah, that works.
Friendzo.
Frenzo Fry.
Lord Captain, would you like to inspect the control room or to begin your search for the Temple of the Blood-Spun Web? He says the last part with obvious concern. It seems you were prepared for my visit. How did you and Sourback know I was coming? The Master-at-Arms ordered us to be on standby after the Blood-Spun Web openly invited you to visit their temple. We have been awaiting your arrival every day since, Lord Captain.
He's been at this position since we fucking learned about this. Since before events at fucking, what's it?
What's September?
Yeah.
Do you know how to reach the Temple of the Blood-Spun Web? I'm sorry, Lord Captain, I do not. No one knows. The cultists are too adept at hiding and keeping their secrets.
Not the
It worries me
secrets.
that you might have to walk around the entire compartment looking for the temple. Why are you worried? Is there a problem with this compartment? Oh wait, we didn't go and do the other thing. We're not staying for this. We're heading back up real quick. We have other people to help.
I guess.
The lower decks are not suited for someone of your status. And it's not just the grime or the crowds of brutish laborers. I suspect that the entrance to the Temple of Death is hidden in some dark corner, where you might encounter criminals or contagious outcasts. With that kind of riffraff that dwells here, you might even be attacked.
What is it timed? Anyways, Cassia shivers. Such ghastly places you describe. We are not headed there, are we, Lord Captain? He frowns.
To put it bluntly, although the Bay performs its functions well, even its more civilized sections are sorely lacking in discipline. I was only assigned recently, so I hadn't the time to straighten everything up, since doing so will require making some serious changes. I'm not inventing excuses, Lord Captain. As the officer in charge, I accept full responsibility for what takes place in this compartment.
Arrest that man. He hasn't been doing his full utmost best.
Arrest that man, Amelard!
15 lashes!
And to walk on the cog.
Yeah. For 3 months. I mean, one's a good question.
I'm going with 2, though.
Okay.
I hereby
Calling
offer
him
you
captain, huh? Alright.
He's the captain of the deck. I didn't
Yeah,
say
he's-
Lord Captain.
I know,
Yeah.
but it was funny.
I hereby offer you my assistance, Captain. I shall conduct an inspection and then share my thoughts on how to change this place for the better.
Wait.
But Frenzo stops himself mid-protest and assumes a compliant tone. In that case, I urge you to remain vigilant. The freight trains move at great speeds, and the inhabitants of the residential unit are despicable rabble.
Not
One must
despicable
never
rabble.
drop one's guard around here. An emperor preserve you from stumbling into the pestilence pit. It's where the madmen and lepers live. Tell
Not
me
a
about the
pestilence
station.
pit. If fucking Santana heard that, he'd be like, nah, we gotta clean that shit.
Hub LD 987/A14 connects to the lower decks freight, residential, and artillery bays. Our task is to monitor the flow of the labor force and prevent supply distributions between bays. Who maintains this hub? Traffic controllers. They're technomets trained by priest of the machine cult to keep the sacred cogitators in working order and prevent train collisions. The consequences of an accident like that would be easy to imagine, especially if one of those trains were carrying macro cannon ordnance. Also employed here are an enforcer squad, a team of inferni, the clerks who keep cargo records, and Medicaid officers. And a Medicaid officer. A fine chap whose medicine of choice is a bullet. May the God Emperor forgive him. Not every void ship can boast its own railway. That is true. Usually higher class ships are the ones that get trains, but it's far from the greatest thing a rogue trader's warrant can see done. The credit here goes to Lady Theodora's predecessor, on whose orders the Adeptus Mechanicus assisted in birthing this miracle of sacred engineering from the womb of the dynasty's flagship.
Interesting.
What is the situation on the lower decks? Most of the locals unload trains and sort provisions. We give maintenance jobs to the most capable ones. The rest are reserve work first. Whenever crew are lost on the deck, we find replacements from among those rats. If extra hands are needed anywhere else, there are always more than enough volunteers eager to work for rations. They even queue for jobs. Rebel cause you no problems, I hope. Surely you are joking, your lordship. The rebel are base in nature, and mutiny is always on their minds. They steal whatever they can get their hands on, and lately they've moved from rations and tinned food to weapons. We confiscate those regularly, of course, and keep the serfs meek and terrified. That's the only way we can protect the mindless herd from themselves.
As it should be.
Things might have to change on this ship.
Nah, Kane, it's the only place of your ship that you're running right.
Also, I just realized, instead of Lord Captain, can I be called Lord Commissar in the tabletop?
God, should I do that?
I mean, I don't think it's as prominent, but like it's whatever he wants, I guess. He could command his crew to call him that.
Snake, are you commanding your crew to call you that?
I don't know, I gotta think about it.
Okay.
Oh, another thing the bastards do on a regular basis is build their shacks in front of service tunnel entrances. That has delayed their arrival of Infernus brigades during several emergencies and caused air and power supply problems in adjacent bays. We burn those saboteurs along with their shacks, but they keep pressing on regardless.
You treat most members of your own species as either a resource or a parasite. It is unsurprising, but the world of humans is so filthy and dark.
Mutinous rebel.
Comma
How
exist.
paranoid of you.
Hey,
To the
alright,
back.
we're more sophisticated.
No,
and-
it is not! It is like a thief of dens if the dens of thieves had a thieves of dens!
No, you don't understand. Everybody is everybody's worst enemy and most trustworthy ally at the same time. And
Nah.
the intricate social politics of Comorig are actually really
Yes, who am I gonna backstab today? Such interesting
Yes,
politics.
It is. You know, you should study Asdrubal Vecht. That man has some interesting social politics going on.
Sounds like a heretic.
To the best of
Asdrubal
my...
Vecht is a Drukari.
And thusly heretical!
Ah!
To the best of my knowledge, being paranoid is practically a requirement in our line of work. In any case, the rabble are always plotting. Take my word for it.
Damn
I've
right
learned
there.
enough. The cult of the Bloodspun Web has a presence in this compartment, does it not? That is correct. The enforcers do not bar them from carrying out their sacred duties. He scowls. As irregular as it is to have armed crew members set up a secret hideout forbidden to the enforcers, and that they can go around dispensing bloody justice. What do you know about the death cultists? Not much, but I'm always trying to learn more, given that they like to pay visits to my compartment. Frenzo scratches his head thinking. The Spinners honor the Emperor through death. They kill notorious reprobates and heretics. Sometimes they kill righteous folks, and other times they even seemingly at random. Their rituals are morbid and their prayers are strange. Anyone not limited to their rites would struggle to make any sense of them. Do you take issue with the death cultists killing people on your territory? Frenzo avoids looking at Cabela. I do, Lord Captain. But the cult is authorized to exist on the ship, which means their activities down here are not to be interfered with. I see. Be steadfast in your duty, Captain Frenzo. Lord Emperor protects Lord Captain.
Friend zone?
Frenzo.
That's gotta suck. Like, well, like the fucking 9-to-5ers, like security, but there's like another thing that has nothing to do with any security that's allowed to go around. That
What
shit
happened
sucks.
to Iliad? Why is she like way out in like California? Well,
that's
With-
Where Michael has them.
Exactly.
where she belongs.
The best place to snipe from, 3 continents away.
True.
Yeah.
The only problem is if we ever get ambushed from behind.
Nah, then we just turn around.
That's what we have Marzak for.
Yeah. That's why we have the
Sorry,
space.
should I
Oh,
have to
wait.
come
I left him
yet?
behind.
Well,
That's
now
why-
we also have
Let's have
Cabela, too.
Cabela, who can cross 3 continents in like under 6 seconds, I think.
Yeah.
He's 52 movement points, and because of the first 40 weren't enough.
We also have Kane, who can basically, as long as he sees them, blast them with fire.
Why
Yeah.
does the game reasonably have a very easy and simple way for someone to have over 50 movement points? Why will you ever need that many movement points?
So
To move
just to
fast.
make a point, Kaylee, look at how pleasant the front of my ship
Have
is
you
here.
seen the glorious interior decoration
Look-
that is my ship?
Look at all those.
Look
Look how many
at my
candles you
bench.
have.
Oh.
It's a fucking sea of wax.
It's so blue and pretty.
I
Wait,
am quite curious about Dogma. How the Dogmatic
High
one
effect
looks.
totem.
I love the couches and all the
Yeah.
blue is so pretty too.
Have you made a confession?
Have you
lately?
made a confession lately?
Huh?
Your lordship, you are truly masterful at springing unexpected questions on a man. However, I must admit I don't quite understand this one. The orphans on the ship have already been provided with the bare essentials, have they not?
Oh shit.
The factotum fidgets nervously with the rings on his fingers until he musters the courage to reply. I will not pry into how your lordship find out about my confession. Suppose it
Was
raised some
him?
questions for you. Yeah,
not-
it said so.
Oh, I see. I did not read that.
Pretty
It did not.
much. It said that he had recently, because I passed the check, I learned that he recently had taken care of the orphans. So
I see.
it makes
yeah.
sense that he was doing that.
He does
Right,
not
and
strike
you
me as a
pick-
man though to do that.
I'm not gonna say that. I'm willing to no. I'm willing to expend extra resources to provide for the orphans.
There are a lot of
Ye-
answers here that are just like, fuck you.
Yeah,
2 and
I'm
4.
willing to allocate extra resources to provide for the orphans.
I marvel at your generosity. Will there be any specific instructions, your lordship?
Give them toys.
Am I that type of person?
Be Santa Claus and give them toys.
Oh no, Kane, don't do it. It's not worth it. What have these kids ever done for you, Kane?
We can make them raised to work better for us?
Yeah. Well, they probably already work in tight spaces now, and later when they go out of that, they'll be working in other HUD spaces.
And you don't do that by being
Well,
rewarding.
How
Well,
about we educate
here's the
them
thing.
so they'll grow up to greater use on the ship, assign teacher-supplied books, and commend the best students with gifts?
But like, if they have toys that make their job like fun,
Why should we care if it's fun as long as they're doing what they need to be doing?
because if it's fun, they'll do a better work at it. That's a fact.
Or I can trust him with the matter.
I say, it's up to you. You could let him trust, or we could educate them. But
Kaylee, are you actually voting for me to give them toys
Yes.
and sweets?
Santa Claus.
Legitimately.
Yes.
That is my like joking answer because Santa Claus and we had another Santa figure, but like in this case, I think it does not matter as long as it's cared for.
3. 3 is also good.
Although, letting him.
I'm gonna allow you all to vote on this one,
Oh no.
unless you all split a vote. Anyone but that one.
Which one?
Anyone but 4, Michael.
Why?
Doesn't seem very free or democratic of you, Ryan. Why can't
It
we vote
isn't.
for a third
It
party?
isn't a democratic.
It isn't. Yeah. If that's the case, then
You're picking one.
yeah.
Okay.
Sure.
Make sure they get things that will bring them little moments of joy. Sweets, toys, they deserve it.
You are truly a charitable soul, your lordship.
Janice looks away, awkwardly trying to pull the handkerchief out of his pocket to wipe his eyes. Bro, I made him cry.
You
See,
made
this
him
is why I
weep
killed
with
this
tears
guy
of
in my
joy.
room.
You killed him.
He
Yes.
does such a good job at trade.
Okay, I didn't need him to be trading when we were out in the middle of the Chronos Expanse when no one could
Okay.
reach us, and to be fair, it was a very specific situation where he challenged my rule on the bridge.
That sounds
Well,
like-
actually, all of my officers did, but...
So, first
See
of
if
all,
Abelard has any.
I highly doubt.
I do too.
No.
Okay. Then it's probably gonna be the special people like Vigdis and whatnot. Maybe Sal.
You know what? No. Vigdis, you are 100% right. She
Yeah.
witnessed somebody die, I'm pretty sure. Did she not?
I think so.
Am I mixing it up?
And maybe Lava. Oh, yep.
Oh, wait. The lop-eared kleppas, my bad.
Yeah.
You approach Vigdis, pulls away from fine-tuning another box and bows her head. Lord Captain, the ship informed me of our imminent meeting.
The lop-eared kleppas. The confession.
I assume you heard my confessional message. Vigdis replies without a hint of awkwardness. Do you wish to talk about it?
This is all up to you. I don't really care. Two is fun. But like we could ask why.
Vigdis,
What
I
is a
want a
kleppa?
pair of kleppas aboard the ship.
I am going to quote my mother's response. That is impossible. You see, the species went extinct several centuries ago. Vigdis's
Aw.
voice grows ever so slightly warmer. I am very sorry, Lord Captain. There aren't any kleppas
They
to be
tricked
had.
us!
My eccentric
Bastard.
animal lover trait is ruined!
I guess
The important
why.
question is why.
I was phone checking the Vox devices in the ship's reliquary. Message recording works, but deletion does not. You have helped me establish that. Thank you.
Wait, why lop-eared kleppas specifically?
At that time, I had nothing to repent of, so I
Ah.
dictated an excerpt from an old letter to my mother. As you heard, it contained
That's
arguments in favor of keeping lop-eared kleppas on the ship. I can still recite it from memory.
That's fun.
Dang. Your confession perplexed the initiate. Find a way to delete. I want one!
I want
To quote my mother's response. That is
Vegas,
impossible.
I
I'm
want
going
one.
To quote my mother's response. That is
Vegas!
impossible.
Give me!
I am going to quote my mother's response. That is impossible. You see, the species went extinct several centuries ago. His voice grows ever so slightly lower. I am very sorry, Lord Captain.
Vigdis!
There aren't any
Give me my
kleppas to be
lop-eared
had.
kleppers!
I don't have any, Lord Captain.
Your confession perplexed the initiate. Find a way to delete it and we shall forget about it.
Will do, Lord Captain. Exclamation point. Would you like to discuss other matters?
Have the Vox spirits brought? No.
Forgive
okay.
me, Lord.
No
I live.
Ask Ravna, I think.
Revner.
And
It's
you should
gotta be-
also ask the guy, the fun man that everybody likes, Train
Fireman?
man.
Wait,
But I-
wait.
Fireman.
No, he
Yeah.
makes way more sense. He makes way more sense.
Well, I
He
mean,
actually lost
Ravna.
people. He's lost people.
Ravna might have been one of them.
It was Michael, right, on this one?
Yeah, oh, sorry. I can't remember my voice. The Lord Captain himself! To what do I owe the honor?
Have you made a confession lately?
Sounds like the start of an interesting conversation. He looks at you directly in the eyes. No.
Oh. The tone shift that actually got me.
Why are some destined to perish in the warp while others must go on living?
And he takes a long puff, burning up half a glow stick in one go. I don't know, Lord Captain. I simply don't know. Too many good men have been devoured by that damn warp, and it will never be sated. It is hard to think about.
Clearly, you prefer private confession.
You I know. I'm used to talking about important things in heart-to-heart conversations. Eric flashes you a genuine smile. Like the one we're having right now.
It got
That is
more
enough.
country. It did not start country, but it got more country.
I
Did you do that on purpose?
I remembered he was country like halfway through.
Yeah.
Okay, talk to Avner.
So
That's my
then-
bad. Oh, that's where the
Talk-
Space
Or,
Marine is.
Sourback.
Why Sourback? We found the people that we found the people that made the confession.
I thought there was 3.
I'm pretty sure we found all 3.
Well, talk to
No,
them
we didn't.
anyways and see if they have any fun goodies.
Because-
No, we didn't find 3.
Yeah, because it wasn't the fire guy. He admits he does it
Wasn't?
in person. Yeah, he admits he does it in person. That's what he just literally said.
I thought he just talked about having lost people. I don't know.
Yes, but he said he would have done it in person if he wanted to.
I guess.
The reason why I'm
That
saying
makes
this
sense.
guy, it's because it's all the people who are the original fucking officers.
True. Have you made a confession lately?
This was you. It's old man.
No,
Still an
I'm
old
up.
man.
I'm up to my connectors and work as it is.
Why are some destined to perish in the warp while others must go on living?
Those some weren't trying hard enough or listening to their higher ups is all. Or have someone you know died on you, and I'm supposed to offer my sympathies.
Rever grunts and looks away.
Odd choice of person to come up with something like that, Lord Captain.
Thank you for your answer. Definitely was not you. I see.
I'll be blessed if I understand a thing, but I'm here to serve. Something else you'd like to discuss?
So try talking to Sourback, I guess. was
it
my-
might
that
be a
was my
random ass
answer.
bridge officer too.
Mm,
What about Juve? I know we can. Oh no, he has his tongue cut out. Never mind.
we could talk.
I don't think
I
it's.
highly doubt it, but have you made a wrong thing? Have you made a confession lately?
Nope.
I don't remember his voice. Oh wait, here's a priest.
I
yeah.
do not make confessions, your lordship. My faults.
Oh wait, no, he wasn't a priest. He was the doctor. My
Was
fault are diseases for which a cure is not yet discovered. My mortal wounds that can be remedied only by new methods of Sherigan craft. Why confess when one should be searching for a solution? For this reason, I choose to spend my time on work that pleases the Emperor, not on words.
Started German, became French.
Yeah.
I like how you. Also, I really like how you said, "Oh right, he's a doctor," and then immediately switched to a German accent.
Initially, yeah, and then I was like, no, we have too many Germans.
Never.
Nope,
No.
not them. Not gonna be an Adeptus, man.
Nomos. It's Nomos.
You think it's?
It could be.
You know what? It 100% could be. Let's turn Nomos on.
Nope.
No.
Pascal's buddy.
He is around somewhere,
Pascal's
but I don't know.
I
He
have
doesn't
no
take
clue
me
where
to
he
swap
is.
for that, but probably over in
No.
here somewhere.
I know.
Matt.
It was Marjai.
Ah yes, because Mozai's a loving sword, as we all know.
Could it be?
Oh, of course.
You know what? I have a theory, and it's a wild one.
Hmm.
Give me a second. I have to travel there. What?
Yeah, you good?
No. I have a theory, and it is a
Oh!
wild one.
Hmm.
I think I know what you're
Oh wait,
thinking.
no, wrong place. My bad. It was. There we go.
Yep, that's what I figured.
Yeah. A little bit of a wild one, but I think I see it.
I will say there's a new NPC in your.
Oh, this actually makes so much sense because of the plot.
Hmm.
Later.
We are here solving problems. Chapter 1 problems, which is why the weapons are so weak that we've been getting, by the way.
Yeah, I know. That's why I was gonna say.
Unfortunately.
It's gotta be him, actually, now that I think about it.
Have you made a confession lately? The choirmaster replies, slightly perplexed. I beg your lordship's pardon? Why are some destined to perish in the warp while others must go on living? How odd, he grimaces as though with pain. Odds that you should have listened to my confession. Odds that you choose to approach me afterward. Why? No. I felt there was anguish in that confession. I wanted to help.
Hey, achievement!
Achievement!
You get an achievement for being nice?
Yippee!
Oh my god.
God damn it, that means we'll have to go through and be fucking her. That means 2 more fucking playthroughs. I hate that. I hate shit that's
I'm fine with
specific
it.
to playthroughs.
I do
No, I'm
not
fine
like
with
that,
it.
yeah.
I'm actually fine with it. I like that it encourages repeat playthroughs. My confessions made you anxious on my account, resulting in a waste of your time, for which I apologize. I'm thankful for your consideration, he says with a bittersweet smile.
I like how it encourages playthroughs of completely different styles, because there is a
Yes.
huge difference in each of the 3, and while the plot remains the same, a lot of things change, and it is really interesting.
Death always keeps us keeps close to astropaths, and its punishments for our arrogance and weakness are severe. I have seen my fellows die, and at times the memories are exceedingly hard to bear. Sadly, almost every choir has a story like that, and a survivor who carried their ghost with them ever since. My apologies, but I cannot continue worrying about these old wounds. Directing a choir requires a clear and firm state of mind. Remind me who you are? So then, I think, is that just that quest completed? It's just that quest completed. I don't have to head back. Interesting. So then, we have to inspect stuff at the freight line now, folks. Who's ready to explore the freight line and see what problems we're gonna find?
Yippee.
Oh god.
I do kind of wish Asher was here for one particular event. It is a very side thing, so it's not important, but it would have been funny.
First of all, loot.
Yep, check around and everything.
Loot. I said collect all, please. I guess we can talk to him again real quick. Where is he here? It says he's here. Am I missing? Oh, he's on the other side. My bad. You have anything to say to me? Nope. We have stuff to find, problems to solve. A Ptolemy. Well, I see a bloody symbol on the ground. Hey, Marjai. Is that
It's not
blood?
gonna be much.
Can't be. We scrubbed the decks 3 times before the rogue trader came. Void, take me. The captain will have our heads. Okay, message. You
Wait,
You can move.
What?
I'm sorry, why is it just Marjai?
He walked there first.
Okay.
The corner of the captain's mouth twitches nervously as he mutters,
Damn those! How did they even?
We passed this easily. You've seen this sort of symbol before. Death cultists carve bleeding marks like this into their own skin.
That's
Well
Katie.
then, Kaylee.
Oh my god, I forgot I did her voice. Oh god.
How?
Oh no, I don't know. Hold on, I gotta remember what she sounds like.
I think she's very void of emotions, but like devout.
Bet. Oh god, she has something weird with her voice. I'll try to see if I can get it right. I don't know if I
There's a
remember.
weird
correctly, though.
cadence.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cabela carves the same symbol on the back of her hand with a knife and whispers a prayer. That's very normal behavior. Whispers a prayer.
Let me do
Almond
that.
egg. Remember this sign. It is the beginning of your quest. The
It's the beginning
first
of the
blood
end.
trail.
Do you
Is that
know
right?
what
I
this
don't
mark
remember.
is?
I don't remember.
I think it starts off slow and has a bit of a push and pull to it.
Mm.
If I
Okay.
remember.
Okay.
It resembles one of those symbols associated with the blood-spun web. What was it called again? The Song of Trailing Blood, I think. It's a prayer familiar to many in this compartment. We heard spinners say it when they, well, perform their signature acts of service to the Emperor.
Go on.
Frenzo takes a deep breath.
The soundless shadow sank in the dark, slashed feet crescendo, a fatal dance. Blade song in tempo, each edge in echo, twin odes to death throes. Now on her sacred blood, as she once trod the backs of foes, tread countless souls.
Oh!
Rip Kaylee.
But
Bye,
none
Katie.
who know.
Why would they leave the mark here?
Maybe it has something to do with them inviting you to visit their temple. Maybe they're trying to get your attention. Apologies, Lord Captain. I'm no good at deciphering their disturbing riddles.
Memorize the verse. Why?
When I took up my post here, I made sure to familiarize myself with all the particular qualities of this compartment. I soon heard about the verse and decided to investigate. I questioned a number of people who followed the blood-spun web, as I was trying to figure out if there was anything pernicious about it. And eventually I learned the whole thing.
Frowns. Unfortunately, I can't get you back in right now.
Oh, no.
The words are certainly strange, but nothing worse than that, it seems.
What is the Song of the Trailing Blood?
From what I can tell, it's something like a prayer with several verses that tell about the life of one of the cult saints, Ariane, or the matriarch spider as they call her.
In other words, it is an invitation. It is only too obvious your outstanding intellect is known beyond the bounds of your home system.
God damn it. Not
I
again.
love that saying so much. That cultist obsessed with mysticism would never use prose to mark the way to their temple. They are too fond of their obscure chants and cryptic verses. So I'm invited to follow Trail of Blood, it seems. I accept the spinner's invitation.
I hope you'll find what you're looking for and return to the upper deck safely, Lord Captain.
We go ahead and get Kaylee back in.
Am I back?
You're coming back. I'm gonna go grab a drink while we load. path not load in yet?
I don't want to talk about it.
Now Marajai's a ghost again.
I wonder if it's because he's not supposed to be here in the first act, or like
Maybe.
when this takes place. I'm guessing, like, because it's impossible for him
Ooh,
to be here, so he
train.
just acts as a ghost. You can use him for the encounters, but not dialogue. I'm guessing.
Yeah, that makes sense. But that's probably
That would
gonna
make
be
sense.
the same for Alpha then, so it's good I didn't bring him. Maybe Argenta.
A ghost space marine.
That would be funny though.
Yeah, no. Next time we should actually bring him down somewhere, because I want to see what it looks like.
Hubs vials for the work cycle. This is the last Hubs vials for the work cycle. Do you have
The
any idea how
baton.
much it costs?
Fucking regiment down there training.
There, 57 ration cards. It's all I've got, I swear. Spent the rest on Rockgut again, I'm guessing. I'm not doing you any favors. Give up the drink or get used to life in the pestilence pit.
Damn, not the pestilence pit.
That's not Nurgle associated at all. I'm sure.
No, it's just pestilence.
I hope you get hit by a train.
Wow,
Damn.
that's not very nice.
Goods, 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 good.
They've been disowned.
That's probably why they're down here.
That is why they're down here, is they were disowned.
Why is he down here then? Was he also
Anything more than the
disowned?
baton and the whip is too good for... Bro!
Yeah, this is fucking 40k.
Bro, on my
it's 40k.
I know, I'm messing around, I don't care. The baton and the whip, sir.
The baton and the whip.
I'm fucking around, I don't care that much.
Okay, we've made a
But I
decision.
get the feeling Kane is going to... Like, it's gonna give me Iconoclast choices, and with how I've been playing Kane, I get the feeling a lot of this is going to change.
Maybe.
It's working perfectly fine as it is. Why are you changing it?
Because it could work better.
He does make a
Don't
point.
fix what ain't broken.
It's worked so far, hasn't it, what we've done?
And so has this, evidently.
Well, not because it's just
Where's
been brought up
the-
to the Lord Captain.
Maybe you're not being harsh enough.
Go on, Marjai, find the path for me.
Why are you
Don't go
sending
that
just
far.
Oh no. You're skipping a lot of shit if you go open that.
I'm trying to get to this loot.
You can't. You have to go down first.
I'm going to kill somebody. Oh wait, blood sign.
No. What are you talking about?
Blood sign.
No, what loot? are you
There's
talking about?
loot in the door, is what he's talking
Yeah,
about. The
okay,
one
yeah,
that's
no,
like
that's
underneath the
downstairs.
balcony.
There's also
Yeah.
loot down on this one.
You should talk to the crispy guy.
There's
I'm
the stuff
trying
over
to
here
find.
first.
Hold up. Trying to find the loot.
Let's
It's
continue
downstairs!
to
Oh, it's
in the door.
Overwhelm
I see.
Ryan while he looks for loot.
Oh, and it's completely ignoring everything else.
Yes. He
To
needs
get
to
the
find
loot
the money.
first.
Also, this guy. You should talk to him too, but not.
I
first.
should
You
talk to. I
this
should talk
guy
to who?
first. You should talk
Up this way first.
To the burnt.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm getting
This
mixed
way.
stuff. Hold on.
No, you're not. We're both pointing to the same spot.
No, I'm being told to. I'm being told to talk to. The burnt man is who I'm supposed to talk to. For the main story, it looks like.
Not for the main
Parasites.
story.
Is it not? It looks like
No.
the blood.
It is for the
focused
main
that
story.
way.
Yeah.
I guess to like help you on your path, but it's not the main story itself.
Where the heck is? I'm blind. Where the heck is? How the heck do I get
There's
up
a
there?
ladder.
The
There's
blind
a
man
ladder.
can't see the blood,
I
man.
see. I'm blind. Thank
I
you
know.
for pointing this out.
You're welcome. I love Iliad's new armor. Anyways, jump here.
Oh,
I do too.
You should talk to one of them.
Thank you,
horses, by the
Marge,
way.
He's just that guy. Get the money.
We got stacks of ration cards,
Yep, those will be important later.
and we got a charred scrap of parchment, which I'll take so that way Michael can pull up while I read it.
I think you can jump down here.
Give me un moment. Wait. I need to unhide non-wearables. You can barely make out the crudely scribbled words on the burnt note. Then past the marketplace. Sure, the to you, or you'll the entire operation on the tracks. You'll find a gift for. Give it to him, and you'll see for yourself. I'm glad I read that. Okay, so you said talk to the man, then. The burned man.
I said talk to the enforcers.
Mercy, please save me. The young man gasped for air through burnt lips, slipping in and out of delirium. The skin is dripping from his gaunt body like melted wax from a candle. His eyes somehow intact, alive, clear, and filled with pain stare at you under his caked eyelids. We have an iconoclast
The
option!
elated man closes his eyes and takes a deep breath. The corners of his lips curve into a satisfied smile. That's not creepy at all.
Well, we're not even gonna bother asking questions here. This is just an immediate, get some officers and Medicaid personnel in here. This is a man in need of a revival. Once he's recovered, assign him to a scribe's apprentice. He's too badly injured to go back to a worker's life. More iconoclast! Woo!
Oh.
We're gonna be maxed at it. Does it actually bother you with me doing iconoclast options?
No, not at all. I just like doing the act of being fully heretical, like not even considering the iconoclast options.
A blissful smile twists the man's lip and a tear forms at the corner of his ruined eye socket. God Emperor has sent you to save me. You are his light. You are his grace. Thank you. Thank you for not leaving me here.
I will say some of the iconoclast options annoy me a little bit,
Yeah.
but, you know.
I haven't
it
had
depends.
any that actually bother me.
For me, it was the one. Actually, never mind. I don't think it was an iconoclast option, but it was something you did to be a good person. It was the one in Kamorg when you left both because you didn't want to choose one over the other. When the undying one is ready to accept a soul, it must be sent forth, and so will it be free from the torment of the flesh. Yet you have chosen to prolong this one's suffering. Your intentions perplex me.
Who are you and what happened to you? I'm Vale, a cleaner. I was in my house asleep. Forces came, set fire to it. I didn't make it out in time. Do you know anything about the mark next to you? Trust turned his head, his blackened skin crunching as it opened into scarlet cracks. The spinner came, he painted the symbol, and he gave me water, and whispered a strange verse. He told me to memorize it and recite it later, so that help would come, and here you are. Then I should. He begins to whisper, his lips twist in pain. To soot smirched soul, that mercy she did grant. Last breath expressed, knife met heart, removed from chest, passed on to death. Her duty blessed, a balm for those who suffer anguish and distress. A longing brought to rest. Of mortal bounds the soul divests. More verses. The crux of this test is clear. Your outstanding intellect. In order to follow the saint's footsteps, you are supposed to kill the young man and thus release him from his suffering. The cultists want to see if you understand the philosophy of those you seek. Help is on the way. Just hold a little longer. Of course. Thank you. Well, unfortunately, they're not gonna like me very much.
Fine. Oh, first of all, go back up to these enforcers. Second of all,
enforcers?
yeah, talk to one of them. Second of all,
Oh, I didn't know you could talk to these guys.
yeah.
I didn't know.
Second of all, I also gave him a help. You want to know how I helped him?
You burned him alive.
No, there was a This was my dogmatic one. There was a dogmatic one to give him
shot
that.
him?
Yeah, the mercy of the emperor, which is just shoot him.
Oh, I thought you had set him on fire for a second.
No, my dogmatic man has no fire to him. I
I
think.
think I just left him to suffer, if I remember correctly.
That's not
Lord
very
Captain.
dogmatic of
The
you.
enforcer quickly puts the safety of the safety on the flamer and points the nozzle away from you. How may I serve you? What are you? Oh wait, my bad. Stop the burning. Stopping the burning. I didn't mean to click that, but I was gonna say that anyway.
Why'd you stop the burning?
They're
This is good.
You never
Fine,
even fucking talked to them about it.
I meant to. I clicked the wrong
You
thing.
know what they were doing.
No.
They were
which
cleaning
is why I'm
pipes.
reloading.
They were cleaning important pipes at that. Told them to stop cleaning the damn pipes.
I didn't even mean to, by the way. I literally missed
Just
it.
walk up and says, "Stop your burning," without even knowing anything. Like you're just
wasn't even
offended by fire or some shit.
Yeah, I don't like fire.
Fucking stop the burning, but Prometheus protest.
Marshall tries to get Prometheus to shut up.
Prometheus answers with a flamer.
What?
The Lord Captain may make us deal with the Xenos, but he does not have to be talked to by them. He will learn to shut his mouth when
doesn't
talking
mean-
to Prometheus.
Michael, you might find this amusing. Dragon Ball Sparking Zero, I've been hearing about it.
Yeah, I've heard of it.
Apparently, one of the strongest characters in there is Yajirobe.
Nice.
He has a special ability, Sensu Beam.
I
That allows
mean,
him to recover all of his health.
yeah, that'll do it.
But he's also super weak.
Do we need to re-talk to this guy?
Yeah, I need to re-talk to him. Hold up.
Yeah, okay.
We'll start with this. We'll do
It's him,
3.
it's him.
Oh.
Oh, we might as well assess the man's
Yeah, as you see, dogmatic.
chance of survival. He might survive, but he'll be maimed for life. Too much of his muscle has been charred down to the bone. Even if he does retain some ability to move, the pain will be his constant companion. His motor skills have been damaged beyond repair. A broken man or a corpse. Time will soon tell. I still think we try to help him.
I don't
That
see
is the
why.
Kane thing.
I don't
'Cause it's
see why.
Kane's
I was gonna say, you still might want to press 1 and 2, but...
It's still a Kane thing. The only other one would be dogmatic.
I don't know, it just seems pointless.
Leaving him to die also seems pointless.
I mean,
Executing
it means
him.
you're not wasting a bullet.
That's okay, you can have someone else dig that bullet out and reuse it elsewhere.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not
It's
wasted.
too much work when you could just walk away.
What are you doing? Burning the poor shacks, Lord Captain. The rebel build them, cutting off the air supply to the next bay, making it difficult for the Inferni to work. We've told the serfs to get out of here time and time again, but they won't listen. Captain Frenzo has ordered everything to be burned down, and afterwards the area will
I thought there
to
were
be
more
sealed off.
options.
I don't think I should stop it because it's blocking an
No!
airway that's
That's why I'm
gonna
like,
kill
they
people.
were doing something important!
Yeah.
So let's
Well, it's
fill
not
the
like I'm
airflow with
mantic.
flames instead. Make sure
Don't
you
worry
put
about
in-
that!
Talk to the man. Talk to the funny man. The one
No,
that
the-
everybody likes.
Well, we'll get
Hold
down to
up.
him later. Let's go up here first.
But
It's specifically this one right here. This guy right here. Flute player. Dog.
Okay. Hold
Snake,
up.
do you know?
I want to talk to the flute player!
Hold on, let me
Okay, where am I
check your
being
DMs in
guided?
a sec.
Right.
The
yeah.
flute player.
The flute player. He's funny. This is what I wanted Asher to be here for, is the flute player.
Yeah, there's a rat.
Snake, check your messages, please.
A group of gawkers are crowding around a makeshift stage, watching a strange duo perform. A man with the odd-looking goggles pushed up on his forehead, hands wrapped in worn leather gloves, plays a tune on a handmade flute. Next to him sits a stack of crates, supporting some kind of game board. A scruffy rat is rolling small glass balls around the board. I can't even see that. We'll watch the game. Several workers empty their pockets and start throwing ration cards, bolt nuts, and even a few poker panels into the small chest next to the board. The flute player winks at the crowd and switches to a different tune. The rat squeaks steadily and starts rolling the colorful balls. The players have chosen around the maze of tunnels on the board, but not a single one reaches the goal. All marked with the red circle. The rat just rolls the balls off the board and into dead ends. Once the first group of players get their hopes dashed and leave empty-handed, new workers immediately take their place.
Giving in to primitive pastimes, they try to forget the filth and poverty around them. They are deceived by laughter, a brief flash of pleasure, imaginary moment of relief before the sleeping mind sinks into a meaningless existence once more. Okay, Earliet, thanks for that tidbit of lore. Also, for reasons you will not yet understand, Ryan, I was mean to this man in my run, even though I didn't want to be. And I regretted it so much later. It was not good.
We will watch the rat real quick. The rat scurries around the board, spurred on by the flute. Its movements appear erratic at first glance, but after a while you notice how consistently the ball seems to miss the goal at the very last moment, while the rat's clumsy, amusing scampering distracts the spectators. Its nimble tail directs the balls away from the hole. We'll also listen to the tune. Rat's movements from the flick of its tail to when and where it pushes the ball obey its master's wordless commands with uncanny precision. The notes, pauses, its rhythm, every part of the melody serves as a signal to the flute player's tiny assistant.
Well, actually,
Solve the
that's obviously-
mystery. Your mind!
I'm
Your
getting so
outstanding
sick of that
intellect
shit.
is-
God damn.
Eliminates all irrelevant factors. The ruffling of cards, the clamor of bolts, nuts, the excited gestures of naive folks believing in luck where calculations reign. There's only the game and its structural components, a skillfully crafted melody, and a trained pet that is smarter than it looks.
Toss a coin to him.
Do I toss a coin
Yes,
to him?
toss
I'm
a
not sure.
coin.
He's scamming all of these people.
No, he's not. He's giving them. Toss a coin.
God, please toss the coin, Ryan. You don't understand.
While others hear music, you discern a series of coded directives being issued to the flute player's tiny accomplice. The rat distracts the spectators with a show of clumsiness while precisely following its master's commands. This is how the balls just happen to roll past the goal, much to the chagrin of the participants.
Chagrin?
Chagrin, whatever. I haven't seen that word before. A fine show. The crowd, which has appeared too absorbed in the performance to notice your presence, turns to you. Expressions of frightful awe appear on the workers' faces, many starting to whisper prayers. The flute player's clear eyes widen in
I got
surprise.
this
Then,
one.
with an open and friendly smile, he says,
Oh, you do?
Yeah, I got this one. Many a grand story of the Lord Captain's generosity is told, and I swear on my own flute, today I will add another. To a fortune peddler, the Lord Captain's grace is a gift from fate itself. He applauds you with gratitude, and workers timidly join in. Perhaps you would like some of that captain's fortune of yours, your lordship? The flute player bows respectively and gestures to the game board. The crowd buzzes with anticipation. We can ask
"Who are you?"
I am but one of many. Hold on. Pardon me. Anyways, the man gestures broadly at the teaming station. A voice in a crowd, a cog in the mechanism, his humble servant. Flute player is all they call me, because that's what I am. I make up tunes and give them people respite after a hard day's work.
That is a curious-looking flute. How did you come by it?
Eventually, that's the one I want. He pats his instrument gently. Well, my mother loved music. She used to hum beautiful melodies to me, and when she passed away, I carved this flute from her hip bone. Oh my God! And learned to play out of the soul in respect for her memory.
Oh. You want me
That's
to
a-
do number 2?
Yeah, of course. Let's hear.
Play one of the
tune.
local favorites for me. Sure.
The flute player smiles mysteriously and brings the flute to his lips. A simple, brisk melody pours out from the instrument. The glum faces of the workers and traders soften a little, and tunnels around you seem less squalid
Swallowed.
than before. Long after the music has stopped, many continue to whistle the unassuming ditty.
A flute needs no words to sing, but I'm curious to know what story your melody tells.
Ooh, you get many options on this one.
Oh
do.
my God, you do.
The flute player awkwardly adjusts the goggles on his forehead. The story is of a simple man from the lower decks, honest with himself and others. He risks his life to protect the opposed from the corrupted by power. He takes from the rich and gives to the needy. He helps without asking anything in return. Nemesis, hero of tales, admirer by children and grown folks alike.
I don't like those two options. I think one's probably what I have to say. Yeah.
May good times come for you one day, and there will be no need for songs about fighting injustice. In the meantime, strive to lift the people's spirits, flute
I think
player.
that's what I chose too. The crowd nods in approval. The excited whispers merge into a single prayer for your health. The flute player smiles. For a humble servant, there is no greater reward than his lord's approval. I will try my best to inspire as many subjects as my music as I can. Do this.
I'm not gonna be as nice to this man in a dogmatic run.
Oh, absolutely.
no.
No, here's the thing. I still did that my dogmatic one because there was no dogmatic option. So I'm like, all right, why don't you encourage everyone to do?
No,
better
I'm gonna
then?
sit there and be like, stop peddling that drivel.
I think I did all. I obviously didn't tell him to stop, but I think I did like a persuasion as well as one. I think it gave me the option to do more.
Oh, you can? I see. Well,
I don't know for certain, but I think I
Just
would
ask
not.
him to play his music.
Yeah.
Are you suggesting we play a game?
Do this first. The flute player smiles eagerly. Please bless our little luck with your attention.
Explain the rules of the game to me.
Well, it's simple on this board. You play with fate. Choose a ball and give the ball to my rat. She rolls the ball into the pocket marked in red within 3 minutes, you win. If she doesn't, you lose. Simple. Give it a try, fair. Trust.
Okay,
Trust.
I'll give it a try.
The man readying his flute and gives rat dives under the board. You hear clawed feet scraping against the crate. And a few moments later, a green ball pops out of the center. Almost man. Actually, you can do this. This is generic navigation.
The rat almost manages to get the ball into the hole, but sharply changes direction right at the last moment. Then it happens again and again. Last, the ball hits a dead end, signifying your defeat.
Another round, your lordship. The man bows his head. Hold on, let me just. We keep playing until we're out of options. I've heard.
Okay.
Sorry, what was I? The man bows his head with a slight smile. You know, I've heard wise visitors from higher up said that this little game offers more than just amusement. They say it's an opportunity to test different strategies, to learn more about others and yourself.
Is there a reason you're having me keep playing? Because I
Yeah.
wouldn't have played this.
Yeah.
Okay, we play again.
But
The game goes even better for you this time, but in the end, the insufferable rat gets the ball stuck again.
now we cheat. Well, that was close, your lordship. Would you like to play again, or was that enough? Something in the flute player's smile makes you suspect that this game cannot be won, and the game master does not seem to be trying to hide it.
So why didn't you have me cheat at the start?
Because it's funny,
This should be amusing.
and you're not losing anything. The man reads
The
his...
man,
I mean, I can or you can. It doesn't matter on this one.
it's fine. It's generic. I'll just have you do the talking part if
Okay.
there's talking. The man readies his flute and the rat dives under the board. You hear clawed feet scrabble against the crate, and a few months later, a green ball pops out the center. You've already seen through the flute player's performance. You listen to him play and watch the rat closely. And at a certain point, you start tapping your fingers at the edge of the crate, adding your own rhythm to the tune. The rat scrambles in
Ooh.
confusion, mistaking your commands for that of its master. Starts
Nice.
rolling the ball towards the goal.
Very nice. When the ball drops
the ball-
into the... There's talking.
Yeah, no, that's fine, yeah.
When the ball drops into the red hole, a few impressed whistles from the crowd, and the flute player laughs early. Cleverly done, your lordship. Well, I had no doubt you would be a worthy opponent in your strategy. Methinks I'll keep it in mind for my future games. This one's
Shall
up
we play
to you,
another
but-
round?
Yeah. I'm sorry, your lordship. I don't have anything left to play for. He smiles sheepishly, and he turns to his torn pockets. Oh, shit. Okay, try leaving and come back after this. I hope you have
Why?
enjoyed to give him your button. I hope you've enjoyed
Right,
yourself, your
okay.
lordship. I certainly
If
won't
not, I
forget
can
my
reload
faithful
real
meeting
quick
in
if it's
the...
that important.
Yeah, it
I
is.
think it might be.
It is. My meeting
Okay.
with the Lord Captain.
You
Uh,
there, why are you
toss a
idling
coin.
about?
No. Okay.
I can't.
That's
Okay.
fine. We cheat, and then after that cheat, you give him the funny pendant.
Sounds good.
Oh, I'm interested to see what that does in the future.
I like funny Batman.
He is interesting.
I like him too.
Imagine if every time you lost a profit factor.
That would, yeah. If that happened,
No.
I'd just be like, "Oh, I cheat instantly," and then
That
toss him
would
the
be
thing.
diabolical.
Yeah.
Imagine you gain a profit factor. Like, this man just has, like, incalculable amounts of wealth on your ship.
He's scammed so many people.
Yeah.
He's secretly rich.
He hit his first profit factor last night.
Yeah. I mean,
Your
to be fair.
vast intellect.
God, fuck, I hate that shit, man. It's gonna start popping up more and more often. It's amusing the first 3 times, and then, your vast intellect! You're so smart, your lordship! Do we have to talk to both of them again? God damn it.
Unfortunately,
Oh,
no,
we'll talk
just
to,
the enforcers.
yeah, talk to the enforcers.
And then we'll leave because I'm not gonna wreck their shit.
Yeah, that's what I did. Flute player?
Was there loot? Did I miss loot? I don't know.
It's probably downstairs. I wouldn't bother.
Oh
Yeah.
shit, there's a lot down there.
Yes. That's why I'm like, oh.
Where was the rat man? There's the rat man.
I've done it several times.
Watch the game. Continue, continue. Boop, boop, boop. And then toss a coin, find show.
Toss a coin
Who
to
are
your witcher.
you? Curious fruit. Play one of your favorites. Yeah, I said fruit. What's
Yeah.
wrong with that? Suggesting we play a game, explain the game. We're just gonna cheat.
I was gonna say you could play fair twice and then cheat.
That's fine. Cut a button from your sleeve and throw it to the man for the entertainment.
Thank you for your generous gift. These folks will shower me in ration cards to get their hands on something like that. Belong to your lordship. Fortune gave me the brightest of its smiles today. I hope you have enjoyed yourself. I certainly won't forget my fateful meeting with the Lord Captain. The flute player clears his, the board in one deft movement and begins a new tune.
A hawker.
Yeah, I think there might
Well,
be
that
something
way
to talk
seems-
over here.
Wait, actually, there's loot over here.
Oh yeah, there's.
Hold up.
There's a box!
Gee, we just have to move the cover. Thank you, Marjai.
Oh, no, this work.
See, you didn't ask for demolition.
I couldn't ask for demolition, so it seems like, if I'm correct, I should follow this path for the main quest. So we're gonna head down first.
Well, we can talk to this hawker over here.
Talk.
Hold on.
It won't let me talk to the hawker.
Oh, there's nothing. Okay, never mind. Then yeah, we'll get to go back down.
Oh wait, to this hawker over here?
Just up in here, yeah. I
Can't
can't remember
talk.
which one. Okay. So
We'll
anyone
head down
else?
here first.
I swore there was a guy in one of those places you could talk to. Maybe down here. Try talking to
Hello,
someone over
enforcers.
here. Yeah. I think there was someone to talk to in front of one of these doors.
Look at me, boss. Got all my limbs intact. Don't even need to take breaks. Pick me. Damn.
Yeah, it's tough down here. Ah, there it is.
There we go. A beggar. A group of beggars are rattling their alms mugs and ostentatiously displaying their hunger-sunken bellies in various disfigurements. A toothless man falls to his knees before you. Your lordship, there a phone for those who can't even walk for dogs?
I did 3.
Yeah, I'll just let your bellies be full tonight.
Well,
Grace be full, Captain.
my
Unfortunate.
ration cards. No.
The poor descend on the alms like a pack of gutter rats, each one scurrying off to their own corner with what they grabbed. Boop, 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 boop. Well then, we did a good for, as far as I can tell, no reason.
One guy.
Oh well. A Montag, huh?
Yeah.
What
The
do you
furnace master salutes you cheerfully with his glow stick. Lord Captain, what an unexpected encounter. What brings you here to this compartment? The infamous cuisine and magnificent vistas? No doubt.
Okay, I liked this guy. I'm
Yeah,
a villain.
do
I don't
too.
understand why I like this guy so
guy's
much,
fun,
but he's so
too.
fun.
I seek the blood-spun web's temple. Do you know where they're hiding?
I haven't the foggiest idea, and that's probably for the best. I have my hands full as is.
And what are you doing here?
I'm, fixing a locomotive. Oh, I'll read it full. I'm here to patch up the Savage locomotive number 3, under the tech pre-supervision, of course. That old grump is my personal favorite on the entire freight line. Every couple of years, Savage gets mad, his boiler catches fire, and starts spitting steam at the repairman. Guess who they call to take care of him in those situations? The Inferni. Of course. And after I've done all that most dangerous work, that's when the Iron Brains come in. But that's all. I love Savage. When he's in a good mood, the feeling you get standing at his lever, spinning down the track of the freight line is indescribable. I envy them teak priest drivers who get in and operate him every day. The roar of the boiler, the wheels thumping like mad, and all fury power pulsating in your hands, responding in the slightest movement. How about? This is the mischievous spoken energize. How about I introduce ya?
Is it safe?
Oh, I refuse to believe Savage would dare scold the Lord Captain. He definitely should not.
You cannot turn down an offer like that.
Yippee. Train time. You got this.
The panel before you is covered with technical runes, lumens, and levers. The platform shakes with the boiler's mighty vibrations as the iron beast beneath your feet growls and snorts ferociously.
And squints contentedly and whispers the latency of the ignition before turning to you. The machine spirit is angry and refuses to obey. Right now, Savage is powered by only by the auxiliary maneuvering engine. We will need to start the main rotor if we want to take a trip down the freight line.
I see. Listen to the rumbling noise from the boiler. The starter machine does seem remarkably similar to a wild beast. The roar of the mechanism resembles hoarse growling. The scarlet glow of the lumens on the control panel make you think of the malicious glare of a predator. The spirit of the machine is vicious but strong and lively.
I've never done 2. I don't know what 2 does. I did this interaction, and I
say 2.
Let's grab the biggest lever.
The deafening clang resounds from Savage's inward, and the train shudders underfoot as it's preparing to leave for. Whoa! Careful there, your lordship! Don't let this monster smash against the nearest wall! I did the same thing. Put your hand on this big lever and gently give it a pull. Very gently. Enric's face is focused, but his voice has not lost any of its playful cheer. Savage doesn't like being hassled.
We'll grasp it lightly. A few erratic jolts shake the platform and an indignant groan emanates from the depths of the machine. And an intense shudder passes through the lever and into the palm of your hand, and there's a strange feeling of emptiness in your stomach. Savage's fiery heart is stirring.
Do you feel it? There's so much energy and defiance in him. This is a rocket, not a locomotive, unruly and unarmored with speed, but quite willing to submit to a strong hand. There's almost a loving tenderness in Enrich's voices. Pull the lever towards you, smoothly but firmly, then pump the fuel in its command rune.
So pull the lever and pump the fuel.
I don't know. I like 1 or 2.
I'm not saying one.
But it's fun. A new explosion inside Savage shakes his iron body, causing your eyes to see double from the vibration. Now you're feeling his real power. It can run down the entire freight line in a minute, given the chance, and kill everyone who rides him at that speed. Now, let's try to apply some thrust to the main rotor. Grab those pair of levers and give him a firm tug.
We're gonna use tech use. Reach for the ornately carved levers and awaken the beast.
Taki succeeded. A torrent of steam bursts from the slit in front of your face, but Enrich deftly covers you with his shoulder. A moment later, you realize that you cannot hear a thing. Or rather, you only hear one thing. The roar of an engine, triumphant and powerful. Looks like the Savage has agreed not to kill us both. His tech priest guardians will be pleased.
This guy is so cool. I'm sorry.
All
He's
hail
just
the
like
Lord
really
Captain!
awesome.
You must have subdued the mighty beast today. Now I sure have an urgent business to attend to, and it's time for me to drive Savage down the line and see if he's feeling cranky.
Change your plans. Full speed ahead, fellas.
True, true.
Have a good trip.
Everything is gonna be all right. Savage will never find me. Right, Savage? Right?
As he goes,
Go
right,
on.
Alright, I don't think you can cross the lines here. I think you have to
I'm
cross
going
over time.
across anyways. I'm kidding.
I think that's
It
everything.
does not seem like there's anything else here.
Yeah, maybe it was up here that you could talk to a guy. Yeah, over here, I think. So keep going
Well,
up.
it looks like there's no way further than up, I think.
Yeah, me too.
We also have, we have to visit the base forbidden areas. We need to stop by the residential unit. We need to visit the freight line still. Still have more stuff to do.
Talk to these people over here, I think it was, son.
Come on.
Yeah, they're goods over here and everything, I think. Maybe not. Can you speak to
Commerce.
them? No, okay. I swear you could talk to one of them.
We cannot talk to them at all there. No, don't go that way yet, crew.
I think that's the only way.
Yeah, I guess it is.
This is where I stopped on my run. This is about where I am.
We're gonna head the opposite way of where it tells us first.
I don't know what you saw.
I don't know what he saw either. Hold up.
Was
Let's
it
pull
the
up
door?
the...
What did he see?
Where was the awareness test? What did he awareness?
He was aware of something. Oh wait, hold on. Back here. I see there's something.
I
back
don't
here.
see your mark.
Back.
Oh, we got loot. We got more ration cards.
Oh, cool. Back this way. You went forward.
Yeah, I tried to click on your thing on the map and it pulled me forward instead. How many times do I need to tell you ungrateful maggots? Mistakes must be paid for. Have mercy. I missed the thing, my bad.
Why are his legs built like that?
I don't know. And there we go. The battered worker throws himself at your feet and touches the toe of your boots with his dirty palms. Your gracious lordship, hand of the god emperor, save your unworthy servant. Get lost! The enforcer... Oof! The enforcer's heavy baton pummels the man's back and shoulder several times. His bones crack audibly. My sincerest apologies, Lord Captain. Your boot. I'll clean it right away. A murmur of discontent breaks out among the gawkers who have gathered around. None of the other workers dare come closer, but the anger on their faces is plain to see. That would be what I do on a heretical run. I intend to hear this man out. Your lordship, I work hard. Never even take breaks to rest, and all I earn is 7 ration cards with 50 mouths to feed back home. Enforcers shake me down every shift, just like they do every other honest hard worker who... Enough whining. You and your pals lifted a box of Nutribars a few watches ago. 2 canisters of water before that. I didn't beat the life out of you because I took pity on you, and this is the thanks I get? You quarantined the hub for 20 watches and refused to give out rations if we didn't have cards. Cards we had no way to earn. And today you earned 15 cards in a single shift because you do the work of 3 people, right? Or did you take your pals to a dark corner somewhere, do them in, and take their share? I didn't do them in. It was an The worker stops himself, counters and whimpers. They got their heads bashed in by crates. Dead don't need rations.
Am I surrounded by a monkey or a pack of carrion eaters fighting over a single scrap of rotten flesh? Oh, what? I'm always so baffled when he gets dialogue in the early. He's a ghost!
Yeah, he is.
Learn to savor their company, cousin. This air of dull, unsophisticated violence is the best their kind can offer. Marshall leers viciously, looking at the terrified worker.
I wouldn't strike him.
No sex, do sex!
Oh my god.
Society, you
Astro.
see, is much like
we live in a society, Kane.
Its toe proudly directs the foot of the Imperium forward, and yet it needs a soul to stand on. You are a soul, good people. That you are down here choking on dirt without ever seeing a sliver of light is not the result of someone's ill will, but rather it is the logical order of the world. I hope you understand this fact. Will help you make peace of your destiny. Holy shit.
Yeah.
That's a dogmatic well, it could be a dogmatic response. Am I to understand that enforcers are appropriating earnings from workers after their shifts? We appropriate nothing. We just monitor and redistribute, the enforcer mutters gloomily. The rebel or lying, thieving lot. We have instructions to stay alert for people holding more than the standard amount of ration cards to prevent supply embezzlement and famine. They do take our cards, your lordship, and they grow fat using them for themselves. The worker's eyes squeeze shut tightly as he whispers his accusations. Seems unable to believe a stroke of luck.
I don't necessarily trust him.
Not that one. This is tough. I'm feeling one or two. I'll let y'all vote on one or two. If y'all want to vote on one or two. If not, I'll just pick whatever I want.
I don't necessarily trust either of them, to be fair.
That is fair. It's just an accusation. Michael's kind of changed my opinion a bit. I don't want to strip him of his title in case the accusations are false.
Yeah, like both of them have accused each other of stuff. He's.
Yeah.
I honestly don't know.
I think two is. I am not giving. Strip the arbitrary enforcer of his rank and give lashes to the thief.
There's always 6 as well.
I'm not doing 6. I'm more inclined to believe the guys. Just a bit here on this. Because the enforcers do seem to be talking down. So we'll just return the cars and do not abuse.
Well, that's how they're taught.
True. Return the cards and do not abuse your position again. The onlooking workers bellow triumphantly, pointing at the enforcer, praising the Lord Captain. A sullen, red-bearded man with keen black eyes draws your attention. His oddly piercing gaze seems to size you up the whole time you were speaking. But now he has hastened to conceal himself behind the gawkers. The next thing you know, you are watching him hurry deeper into the tunnels. May the God Emperor protect you and all of House Von Valancius, Lord Captain. Okay. Oh wait, where was the thing you pointed out, Michael?
Oh,
wait,
it's
Luke.
back. Back up.
Back up?
Yep.
How far back?
No, not very far. Like, right. Just follow this. Like, follow this path, but not go all the way. Go, like, over in here.
I'd rather do that after?
It's right fucking there!
I
It's
guess.
right here. It's literally right here.
Oh, the goods. There
Yeah.
it is. We want to talk to the dead man.
If you want, I really don't
He's
care.
right here.
I
We'll
just
just
saw the
continue
goods.
for a bit. I don't think there's anything else here but the dead man. Seems like it. So we'll talk to the dead man real quick. A sinewy, middle-aged man watches the bustle of the bay with a detached expression. Every so often, whenever his eyes linger on the blood mark inscribed nearby, his face changes strangely and his hands clench in a fist. Just as you begin to hear the rumble of an approaching train, the man's gaze turns toward the track. He leans forward. That one's funny. What do you think you're doing? What? I didn't. The man starts and almost falls, but manages to keep his balance. In the dim lumen light, you notice the old man's scars scattered all across his body. His scars seem vaguely familiar. We'll look at the man's scars. Scars all vary in length, width, depth, and shape. However, you notice the pattern in the way the scars are aligned, as well as the series of faded symbols on the man's rough skin. Death cultists bear similar mark on their bodies. But spinners are constantly renewing their wounds, while this man's looks long since healed. Your eyes always return to that blood symbol. What do you know about it? It's a symbol of the blood-spun web. I come here every watch, but it hasn't been here before now. I guess today must be a special day. He smiles strangely. The man's faded eyes go wide as he notices Cabela. His voice quivers. Have you come to take me to the other side?
Cabela briefly studies the man's face, then turns away. I do not know you. Death's gaze is not upon you.
The man lets out a dull groan and turns to look at the symbol again. But then why? Why is it here? Who are you? A dead man. I lost my name years ago. I have been just another dead man ever since. You know the symbols of the bloodspun web. You bear similar scars. Are you a spinner? I was, but I failed to complete my final assignment, so I was exiled from the cult. The Vizier told me to kill the one who would be at the certain junction of the utility tunnels at a certain hour. I went to the appointed spot, then I waited. An hour, 2, 5. The junction was still empty. Nobody came. After hours of waiting, I finally realized the person at the junction had been me. The whole time, it was my turn to go to the Undying One. But I was afraid. I couldn't do my duty. I ran.
If humankind followed its own paths as the children of Asurium do, this Monkey would be one who has lost his path. That felt so unnecessary, but okay.
Yeah.
Her comments have been not helpful at all. I'm sorry.
Yeah. You were ordered to die? For what reason?
Oh.
The
That's
man
a
looks
long
at you.
answer.
Yeah. But some who chose to leave the righteous path, those earn penance in due time. Her whip sings vengeance on renegade menace. Her blades pass sentence. For cowards seek to hide their hearts, but death makes no pretendance. It takes what is due in essence. He stops and adds hoarsely, third verse of the Song of Trailing Blood. The Vizier recited it to me before sending me on my final assignment. Didn't realize at the time that it was my judgment. You're outstanding! Into another verse, another step along the trail of blood. The riddle is trivial. It is time for death to take what is due, and the Vizier is waiting expectantly for you to carry out the sentence he passed years ago. There were plenty of reasons. I sowed death. I offered him the souls of the most pleasing men and women I could find, because it kindled my passions. I killed well-off crewmen who didn't deserve their wealth. I took their thrones. I killed enforcers who looked into my eyes with fear, because I wanted to be feared. I reveled in bloodshed. I betrayed the tenants, realized it, but I couldn't help it, because I enjoyed it. You do not sound particularly remorseful. I've spent years in remorse. I'm tired of it. So the spinners simply let you go. They made no attempts to find and kill. There was no pursuit. Thought I'd see their black blades the very next day. Instead, years passed. You keep voting for heretical, huh? Are you saying something, Kaylee?
No. My votes speak for me.
I tried starting a new life, but the terror never stopped eating away at me. But when I got truly desperate, went to the Temple of Death myself, but no one was there, and no one there would speak to me. When I gave them my name, they just whispered, "Cerberate has gone to the Undying One." They looked through me, like I wasn't even there. I lived like this for 20 years, like a coward, like a dead man. Have you killed any more innocent souls since you ran? No. I've been too afraid to touch my own knife since that day. thought it might just stab me on its own, but the temptation is always there. Hmm. Hmm. It's either 2 or 1 in this case. He butchered innocent people, but Kane usually gives people a chance.
The only thing that I will say is you decided the other trader's fate. What makes him different?
Huh?
I will say
Oh
you
yeah, that's
decided
fair.
the other trader's
She
fate.
killed a
What
bunch
makes
of people.
him
Yeah,
different?
no, that's fair. That's fair. So I will not judge then. It's not fair to sit there and kill him for the same thing that I let another person go. You're right. I will not judge you, nor will I decide your fate. Farewell.
No, you did
No.
judge her, is what I was saying.
Oh, is that what you're...
Yeah,
mixed
so
up.
why wouldn't
Eh.
you judge him? The whole
That's
thing
fair.
about her walking away and everything, you know, like whatever.
Well, I decided to let her live, but there was no other option for
You
for
could have
that.
let her decide herself.
There was an option for that in this? Oh, wait.
For-
You're talking about previously.
Yeah, for
Are you
the
saying you want me to
trader.
reload then?
No, I don't
No.
typically care, but I am saying you should have that's what you should have put into account for this decision.
True, true. What about the symbol, the porn? You were supposed to... The man's tired eyes fill with horror that quickly turns into hysteria. His knees buckle. He staggers heavily before falling onto the track with a pitiful cry. No! Help! Whoop!
My train.
Train. Cabela stares at the remains of he who was once her brother and servant. Truly, it is better to die for him than to live for yourself. This he forgot.
My bad, Michael. I misunderstood what you were trying to say.
Yeah, you're good.
A lower decker. Is this
Yeah.
the train yard here?
I
Or the
think
freight
so, yeah.
line?
There should be. There's a door over to the left there.
It didn't move? Ah, shit. Damn. Well, I guess we're missing out on some loot.
We might be able to back off and come back.
I highly doubt it.
No, I mean,
Yeah,
like,
no,
leave
the option's
area.
gone.
Well, we could.
Oh. Potentially. What was the point of opening that?
I don't know. But we also could reload.
Do you want to reload?
When was the last save?
Just before talking to that man.
Up to you. Would be nice to
I'm
get
leaving that
whatever's
up to
behind
you.
there.
I'm leaving that up to y'all. Make a decision.
Sure. Would be nice to get whatever's behind there.
And then I'll save before it.
Yeah.
Let's real quick talk to him. Boop. 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 I am going to actively decide to kill him then,
Okay.
with what you said.
Okay.
Because when I look at it, he still has the temptation to kill innocent people.
That's fair.
And that's the problem Kane has. He doesn't have a problem with giving people chances.
Yeah.
But when he's talking about temptation still being there and wanting to go back to it, yeah, no. You're a coward and a butcher of the innocent. I'll purge you of your existence. Man does nothing to stop you. He even leans closer to the rails, accepting his fate with a smile on his face. The undying one is death. Whoop.
And in doing so, you may have technically saved him.
Oh!
You just disappointed him?
I freaking booted him!
Nice.
Yeah. Save when you get down there, don't forget.
Yeah, I'm going to.
We'll
That
see,
was a
does it?
solid boot, too.
Oh, absolutely.
I have no problem with that boot. I feel better about that option.
Mm-hmm.
Even though it's worded a little bit meaner than Kane would say. What?
Maybe you can't.
Did we
do it.
really fail another? No, we succeeded. And it still says that.
Maybe you just
I-
can't go there right now.
I guess we can't.
I will say there's a
We
funny
succeeded.
symbol over here. Do you see that?
A funny symbol where? Mark again?
Over here. Like, but where you failed over here. Well, I guess succeeded, but
Mark?
go back. Go back. Go back. Go back. Just look with your camera over here.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't realize that that was a success. I've never failed at a
Yeah.
success.
Guess it's just
so
not
we need to check the residence unit and the forbidden areas.
I have no clue what any of that is. I will
We'll
say
move the container.
it is 8:50, so we are getting close. Let's try not to go
I know.
into big dialogues.
No, can't necessarily control that, but
Oh, there's another way for the spinners here, it looks.
a multi-key. Saving. That's not a concerning sign at all.
Yeah, that's not concerning at all. Surely nothing bad will happen.
Yeah, surely we won't get attacked. Thief leader. Several people are eagerly rummaging through a rack filled with weapons from the enforcer's arsenal. A big man with the pockmarked face is the first to react to your presence. He attracts the other's attention with a piercing whistle and barks out, "Who are you? There's not supposed to be anyone here. Ah, it doesn't matter. Identify yourself." I'll take a closer look first. Makeshift armor peeks out from beneath the ragged clothes, and their battered weapons display a patchwork of crude repairs. And the group stares longingly at the rack where the good steel gleams, restlessly clutching their humble weapons.
This is where all your plasteel bingo.
Those
See, you
bastards! Kill him right now, your lordship! He's stealing all your
noticed- You
your
notice the little
plasteel!
finger on the person's right hand has been cut off. It is hardly a coincidence.
Maybe he's a
I'm
samurai.
rogue trader Kane von Valancius, and you'll explain what is going on here. The people
Maybe he's Yakuza.
turn to stare at you in disbelief and exchange heated whispers. The excitement is interrupted by the leader's roar. "What are you gotten at? Hurry up and bend your backs as it is, right and proper!"
They've changed their tone right fast.
Your lordship, you must excuse these blockheads. I was taken back myself. It's not every day
Nice.
you see the rogue trader in the flesh. And as for this, the man cast a grim glance at the rack. I won't insult you by denying it. You call us red-handed. I don't see how they serve the ship well. We're gonna start with who are you?
Hood Nines.
The Hard Nines, a gang. I mean, Brotherhood from Transport Bay 9. Don't think we're
Damn.
parasites. We do
What?
our bit of the for the prosperity of the ship. We're sort of a assistance to the enforcers. Self-appointed. I hope that like beat chest like
Yeah,
came
I
through,
heard
but-
you.
Yeah.
I heard
good.
you.
We make sure that order's maintained in compartments where the enforcers are too lazy or greedy for bribes. We put a stop to robbery and free thinking. And, well, we accept a small contribution as a show of our thanks.
I mean, 1, 2, or 3 are all good questions.
They put a stop to free thinking, so that's what it is.
3's, I just want to know 3, if it's like a Yakuza thing or something.
Yeah, I'm kind of interested. Why do you want my weapons? Are you going to rebel?
To do business.
The gang leader smiled suspiciously.
We're no
Business.
rebels. If anyone blasphemies is against your lordship, we call the troublemakers to order.
Oh, yeah.
And we shed blood for the flagship without fear. Suppose that makes us defenders of the ship?
Doug raises his eyebrows questioningly and looks at you expectantly. You obviously didn't expect anyone to be here. Are the enforcers providing cover for you?
I wish, Friendso, the newly appointed captain, had our informant strung up. He's tightening the screws, damn it. We can
Not
hardly
the
breathe.
screws.
Today's the last time we'll come to pick over this compartment.
You all have your little fingers cut off. What does it mean?
It's our gang's initiation rite, a fine tradition. By voluntarily removing a finger, the newcomer shows their determination and willingness to join us forever. It's also a badge of
Ah.
honor.
He shows off his thumb of his little finger.
Interesting. So kind of like it, a little bit.
I
Just-
don't
it's more
like
forthcoming.
that. Tell me why I shouldn't execute you on the spot.
You could execute us,
but
but who would take our place? Shameless scum who rob and
I like-
kill to their heart's content. Bastards who accept mutants into their gangs and pray for the archenemy. There have always been outlaws on the ship. You're better off with outlaws like us who don't go too far and who keep the heretics
I
down.
like this guy.
You think I should let him?
No, this one's completely up to y'all. I don't care either way, but my favor is in 2 because I like him. That's it. I'm fine either way.
They're putting down heretics, but they're stealing weapons. This
Yep.
is complex for me here.
This situation has become very complicated.
Yeah,
Allow no deviation from order.
that's your vote.
I just find them funny, man. I don't care. I think
I
they could
kinda
be
like them
views.
too, I'm not gonna lie.
I like him. I just don't think Kane can accept, because if they're stealing, that's not going to stop them from potentially killing people either.
Yep.
And they're still outlaws, and they're probably hurting people and extorting people, which I
Probably.
don't think Kane can allow. And his argument is, well, somebody worse will just replace us. Well, then I'll kill them again.
Aren't the enforcers doing the same thing anyways, technically?
Yeah,
They
they
just
are
are
doing the
giving-
same thing.
they-
This
they
is-
just give the
yeah,
order to.
They're just, yeah, they're just, yeah. I'm with Kaylee on this one. Criminals on my ship have a single fate: death. Leader spits on the
Damn.
ground and annoys.
What in the void have I been standing here making speeches for? Thought we had ourselves an all-right Lord Captain. But no, he's the straight-laced type. Bring it on then, your
Not the
lordliness.
straight-laced. You hear that? They called you straight-laced. What are you gonna do
Oh.
about it?
What a square.
Oh well.
Oh, there's like a downstairs area
Go
here
get
too.
him, boy.
Well, this is not going to end well for them. I would
No,
not
it
get
is
that
not.
close.
You guys see this?
Yeah.
Oh
When
yeah,
I moved
that's
north?
Nile.
Yeah, yeah.
No, it's not just Muzai. It was also Cassia.
Oh wait, move Cassie.
From a
Yeah.
far distance.
It's from her weapon.
Oh,
I would
okay.
not move as close to the fight as you all are moving.
No, it's fine. We got
As
him.
a fair warning.
We got him.
If
This
you
is
all
fine.
want to, it's fine.
Why are you staying all the way back there?
She's not even gonna be needed for the fight. Let's be honest.
Yeah,
I'll move
but
her
it
up a
could
bit.
be fun. Oh, you mean I meant Kane? Why is Kane all the way back there?
I can't move further up.
Oh, I see. You'll be able to move further up anyways on your turn.
Yeah. How big is my firestorm? Is the
You all are going to end up getting
If you hit
hit.
it back here, no.
Nah, hold up. I can do this without killing any of our allies.
I was gonna say,
I
just
got
move
this.
fucking closer.
Hold up. Let's really give them the business.
Yep.
I don't know why I'm doing all this setup. It's not even gonna matter.
It really isn't. They all have, like,
I'm just-
they have 30 life. The one who has the highest is
Oh.
the fucking thief leader right here. They're
Wait,
going to die.
Actually, I can't even do my normal attack
Oh. How'd you do that?
because if I did that, it wouldn't work very well.
Oh, because it killed
Because
them all?
I can't set them on fire. It just killed them
Yeah,
instantly.
okay. Might keep the leader
Uh-oh.
alive, I guess. No, just
I'm
kill
a
them
lo-
instantly. It'll be fine.
I have a way to deal with this. Hold up. I need to move up, I think, in order to be able to hit another target that I want to hit.
Okay.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah.
I'll tank my own lightning damage.
I'll say after this combat we should end it.
We can do that, yeah.
Well,
Ow! Wait, why did
Oh.
they take damage?
I noticed that too. I don't know.
What?
I don't know. Give Cassie a turn. Oh wait, no, not yet. You have other things you can do.
Why didn't they take damage?
Maybe
Oh,
because you were
shit.
so close?
This is a problem now for me. I'm low on health now because of that. That hurt.
You're fine.
Holy shit.
You're fine.
I need a med kit.
You're fine.
Well then, I guess I'll just do this.
See?
Michael,
Yeah.
give somebody a turn.
Yeah. You got it. Let me just.
Well. Seems you're in need of.
You alright?
Wait, you say end here at 9? We usually end at 9:30.
No, we've agreed to 9.
Was it 9?
Yeah.
Yes.
Ever since
Yeah,
we
we
changed
agreed
to
at
Friday.
9.
Oh wait, yeah.
That's
yeah,
why I was
my bad.
confused last week when you were like, "Oh yeah, we could end at 9:30 if we wanted." And I was like, "No, we can't."
If we go here.
I forgot we switched it. I'm used to old Rogue Trader days.
If I go here. No, not quite. That's
That
unfortunate.
hurt.
That's okay. I can make do with this. Now then, I have to remember how the fuck do I play this guy?
I want to know why they didn't take lightning
Let me
damage.
start with just. That's fine. Let me do that and
I'll
just.
make it happen.
Alright, and then.
I'm switching back to the fire staff, by the way.
Okay.
I don't need the lightning staff.
On it.
Huh.
See, why didn't they take damage?
I don't know.
Are they immune? Hold up. Armor of Despair is something that they have. Do they have an armor that protects them? Oh, I see. They have scrap plating. This effect allows the creature to ignore one instance of incoming damage. Should have read
Okay.
that before attacking. That's on me.
That's fine. We got options.
I'll make it happen.
I've been lied to. That guy's is, Now will you die? Okay.
You should have thought twice before crossing me.
Feel free to use firearm. I don't care.
Oh, I absolutely will. quick.
It's as good as done.
There we go.
On it.
Get some of this. Then
Sorry we didn't get to the part you wanted yet, Kaylee.
Here's my
It's okay. It's in chapter 4.
It's in chapter 4 that you wanted?
Yeah.
Oh, so it's quite a bit away.
fucking
Yeah.
The gangers are surprisingly more durable than I thought they'd be.
for only one fucking reason.
Yeah, that complete damage ignore thing.
Yeah, and I can't do my fucking AoE for some fuck off reason. That's okay.
As good as done.
If I may,
Well then, it's Kane's turn again.
Yeah.
Oh wait, there. Me,
Yes.
Angie.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna... Yearlyette, I want this to be as overkill as possible, seeing as I ate so much damage.
Yeah, well, they
Oh
ain't
wait, it's
getting
Cassie's
it.
turn, never mind.
Yep, I was
You
gonna
do
say,
it.
well, they ain't
Just
getting it.
don't eye me, please.
We're
I'm
fine.
already low.
I got
No,
this.
I'm low. Okay, yeah, if you're gonna do it that way, do it that way. Just
Oh,
don't
I-
do it towards me.
They're gonna do it on the other side towards Marsh.
Actually, that's a good
That's
idea.
also fine.
What? No,
Just
that'll hit the
don't
one
hit
captain,
Kane.
won't it?
No.
Not if I do it right.
But
It's fine.
First of all,
Is it?
let me just,
Yeah.
me? If you insist, Lord Captain.
wait, hold on a second. Cassio, do you know the first rule of gun safety?
Oh, that's almost perfect. What if I go here, though?
Cabela's
Surprisingly-
cape looks like it's made of flesh.
Yeah.
Real. I'm a fan.
I am.
Yeah, you guys should survive.
Actually,
It's not
you
gonna
know
bring
what-
them
wait.
below half, is
You know
it?
what would be funny is if you use natural purpose on this guy, so we both got attacks of opportunity and just ended this man.
That kind of would be funny.
I'd have to move him over, here.
I have read tomes of military tactics.
Oh my god! I love that! Yeah, no, that was good. 100%.
Oh, they have casting. Guess I'll put that over
They
there.
have what?
They had casting chest plate, bolt pistols. so-
Casing.
Yeah.
Yep. I need Yearlyette to heal Kane's wounds. And I need her to have medkits again.
What's this game called? Rogue Trader?
Mhm. There's a lore thing over here.
Please keep my options.
There's a
Alright.
what?
That thing.
A lore
Goods that
thing
require.
over.
No, no.
Allow Kane to use his multi-key on this.
The only
There we
outcome
go.
I accept.
What did you? You could have just used your skill. Anyways, that should
No,
be it for
it's been forcing me to use items
tonight. Interesting.
with a % chance of them succeeding.
Hmm. No. Anyways, that's
so,
it.
I think that's everything. I'm checking down here,
Should be.
down by a fuel. Yeah, I think they're stealing fuel cells too.
Oh, absolutely, probably.
It is my
Yeah.
destiny to traverse.
Oh my!
the
Look at that man and how he's folded. The thief brute.
He-
Oh
Wait,
my
where?
goodness! Right by Kane to the right, past the first thief brute, the
yeah,
one
there's
covered
a
in
few of
blood.
them. Anyways,
Yeah,
I'm
it's
ending
pretty
my
normal.
recording and streaming.
Hold up.
So, hubba.
I'll
Goodbye.
screenshot, and I'll end my recording as well. and
Oh,
make my
sorry, I
change.
didn't even realize someone was watching.